Um, Hello, and welcome to Reign of Misrule, a campaign running through a version of Dragon Heist from Wizard of the Coast. As always, our background ambience and special effects are by Sirenscape. Check them out. Has great soundtracks for most gaming needs. About $15 a month for the fantasy package.
Yeah. I actually saw on Twitter yesterday the package now includes the soundtracks for Pathfinder 2's playtest adventure.
I was interested in that. I believe that's it for the beginning announcements from me. Anyone else have any pre-game announcements they need to make?
Let's hope we don't get killed.
Yeah, that one.
I hope we get the tavern started, haha.
Tavern. Okay, so. Oh, yeah. Your Zoom name is a bit off.
Yes, I'm changing my name now.
Okay.
Yes, you are not a dragon on this one.
Which is a bummer, but you know.
Yeah, so. We get into our game, where last week they got an invitation to a play. And did a lot of shopping. We
went and got
ice cream.
We also went and got new threads, so that we can actually arrive to the theater in style, which none of us were prior to now.
Mm-hmm.
And was there anything else? Oh, you met Hilam last week on the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's right.
So, now we join our group, which I think most of you are getting ready for a play.
I think we had went out and got new clothing.
I got my maid to bring clothes for some of you. I think Fana is gonna have to figure something out on their own.
No, wait, you sent your maid to go pick up something for Thana.
Yeah.
In addition to, like, we had wardrobe stuff that.
All right, to buy something. Yes.
Yeah.
So you'll get some fancy clothes.
Because I'd be hella broke. And I think we were talking about before that evening I was talking about going around and talking to some of the neighbors. And I think Violet was going to try and get a coffee date with somebody in House Raznar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was working on the House Reznor. And, okay, so with House Reznor, essentially, because it's just a time of day and stuff, you'll probably send the invitation out or the quest, and they'll probably meet you the next day. Because, dinner time. So the next day, they sorry, they don't do the weather. Back up. Violet, you basically send a request to House Reznor.
Mm-hmm.
They send something back a couple hours later saying they will meet you the next day around 2-ish for tea.
Cool.
So there's that part I can. And what neighbor did you want to talk to?
Did somebody want to go with me to talk to the ice cream shop or the it was the ice cream shop and the donut shop about those coupons?
Okay. Patience looks like the coffee completely worn off by now. He's thrown it in the trash somewhere. Where do we put trash and water deep now that I think about it? I know they get the dung sweepers and stuff, but no.
I was just going to say, as we've been cleaning up so much stuff, probably there'd be like
there's a dung sweeper guild. So essentially, you put them in containers, bags,
they probably
or whatever,
have like barrels
and throw them onto the street.
I'm imagining we could probably easily find a broken empty barrel down in the wine basement.
Yeah,
but littering can be up to two. Littering can be up to a 2 gold fine, and I can't afford that.
Yeah, no, that's why we put it into a barrel and then leave it for the dung sweepers to pick up.
Okay.
It's only littering if you just chuck all the nastiness into the street.
Okay, well, Patience throws his empty coffee cup in the designated barrel that we have for trash.
Which is probably super filled, because I imagine we've cleaned up a shitload of cobwebs. And how long was this building sitting closed for? Do we
3-4
know?
years, I think.
Yeah.
Damn, yeah. No, that's a lot of spiders to clean up.
Mhm.
I know, Terry. It's a lot of spiders. Come on. He's just staring at me for reasons unknown.
He's like, what you doing with spiders?
So
So
you'll head to the ice cream shop
sure.
in the evening? Or midday?
Yeah, that afternoon.
Yeah, before the play.
God, we're gonna spend so much fucking money at this place.
So you see
I'm just imagining, like, in my head, I'm hearing like that kind of like 50s style, like jaunty, like shopping mall music.
Yeah, probably.
you see the silver dragon board, Shamash, there.
Do I
It's
remember
like
how much?
back again? Woo.
Yeah.
You
no,
guys are
I don't think
becoming great customers.
I don't think we're back for ice cream unless you have more money, Patience.
Cold chocolate, please.
God damn
All right.
it.
How many scoops?
Just one.
Didn't we just have ice cream? Okay.
Yes, we did. That's why he's only
We
getting one.
did this morning. It's been like a couple of hours, but only a couple.
That's why he's only getting one scoop, not 3.
Mm. God, we're gonna get so fat here.
It's like,
Says you. Patience is a squirrel. He burns it off.
That's fair. So I go up and was like, actually, we were wondering if you guys had a minute to talk. I don't know if you noticed, but we're talking about opening up the tavern across the way again.
I mean, right next door? yeah.
Yes.
You've been making lots of noise cleaning up the place. Good,
Yeah.
good. Property values are going a little bit down with that eyesore right there. Good to fix it up.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have somebody out soon to like pretty up the outside, maybe repair some of the roof shingles and whatnot.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
We couldn't help but notice though that it seems that you and the bakery have something of like a coupon thing going on.
Yes, we do. It's a wonderful little system. Come here, give you a coupon for a donut. You go there, they give you a coupon for a coffee. Now the thing is, at first people are like, I'm just buying one, getting something free, which essentially you are. But when you go to that shop or our shop, you see the variety, the wonderfulness, and you want to get more. So you buy something you wouldn't normally buy.
Which is funny because that's exactly what happened, considering we got a coupon for one donut. You guys came back with like 4 dozen.
Yeah.
Patience
And
looks
all
down
the
at
ice
his
cream.
Patience looks down at his donut coupon. He's like, oh, whoops, forgot to use it.
Because
Whoops.
you go there and you're like, oh, this is a delicious donut. I want more. So you buy.
We were wondering if when we get up and running, obviously, because
Go
we're
ahead.
still a couple weeks out. What now?
What?
If you guys would be interested in doing something similar with us, maybe like if you get a meal at our tavern, then you get ice cream for dessert, something like that.
We can work on something out depending on what you're doing. I mean, certain things just don't mix. Beer and minty moon?
Yeah,
Not sure. Though,
Beer
from
and
what I
vanilla
hear,
might not be too bad.
though, some people do say the Perkins pick-me-up is good for a hangover.
That's true.
Yeah, we could offer that as a coupon.
What's a Perkins?
It's a old partner of ours. He didn't make it to the journey. He's doing Maztica.
What's a massacre?
Do we know what that is?
Vaguely. You know there's, like, names popped up a couple times in your life, but it's like someone saying, like,
Saskatchewan.
Bulgaria. You know Bulgaria exists, you
We
just don't know anything about it.
Okay. Patience
That's like-
continues eating his ice cream.
So pretty good. But yeah, we're willing to work something out once you get up and running.
Yeah,
Looks
I
like it's
just-
going to take you like 14 days
Yeah,
or
it's
so.
probably gonna take like a week and change, or a 10-day and change. Does it look like they're busy right now, or do they have time to talk?
It's afternoon, so they're not as busy.
Okay.
They're really busy in the morning with the coffees and later in the evening with the
Dessert.
ice cream.
Jesse, it looks like your camera booted out. So yeah, I'll ask him. So we were wondering. Not all of us are exactly locals to the area. I was wondering if you knew anything about the neighborhood that was interesting, or anything about the tavern that we might not have known.
Well, they say your tavern's haunted.
We got that one. Yeah. We met the fellow. He's
We worked it out.
he's insistent, but also more of a pleasant housekeeper than I expected.
Huh, that works.
We're thinking of naming it the Plucky Poltergeist.
I like alliteration.
I had no
That's
idea.
awesome.
I couldn't tell. Oh,
Oh, shop's called Rings of Winter.
I'm looking at the coffee and chocolate names.
Yeah, rolls off the tongue.
We dropped Jesse.
Yeah,
he said-
Yeah, he said he was rebooting.
Well, there's plenty of shops and people around. I mean, it's hard to tell you where to about over a neighbor's business. That should be you going to ask about the business.
That's fair. I was just wondering if you knew anything interesting about the area.
It's been around for a while. Old neighborhood, very rich-ish.
Any idea where the name Trollskull came from?
No clue.
Okay,
Way before my time.
that's fair.
I'm not that old. My people have only been on Torel for like 120 years. Yes, Dragonborn are originally from the planet Abir, and there was a spell plague that brought us over.
Planet?
Interesting.
Well, plane dimension shift. I'm not a sage. I don't know much about it. You see, there's this planet called Aber Torel that was split millennia ago, but it wasn't totally split. It was like a dephasing of the two, and then about 120 years they started phasing back together, and then now they're phasing back apart.
I just imagine that Patience is just like licking his ice cream cone, staring blankly, like eyes glazed over, like, yup, totally understand.
You swear you can hear modem dial-up noises coming from Aliens, got it. Thanks.
But I'm not really up on the lore or anything.
The what?
Yeah, so I'll thank him, and so I guess we're going to meet another neighbor.
Let's go meet that tiger eye guy or whatever. He was cool.
There
You
was
guys
a
didn't get to meet
tiger's
him.
eye guy?
Yeah, you guys didn't get to meet him.
The detective fella, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you told us about that guy. Oh, he might know the name of the for where the name comes from, because he's a detective.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
I mean, I don't know any historians in the area.
You know very little about the area.
Yeah, I know jack shit. I'm basically going to knock on doors.
Quick question: since the house Talmost is like literally around the corner, would Violet maybe know it? Didn't know what's the name thing?
Oddly enough, like you know some stuff, but the names of alleys and streets and stuff, your family never really cared about. It's like some of that
Yeah.
miscellaneous trivia that your family's just kind of like, why bother? It doesn't make us many more money.
That's fair.
More important to know proper
Yeah,
courtship and trade and all that.
yeah.
Yeah, like realistically, in our city, I have no idea where the fuck any of the names of the streets came from.
And we're back.
Not
Hello.
Oh
My-
crap!
yeah.
What
My
round
OP
is it?
studio decided to crap the bed, so
Whose turn is it?
Yeah, we're fighting the Beholder. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The Beholder
Oh.
Tarrasque. The Beholderask.
Oh, well, in that case, my initiative is 27.
Wait, what?
Oh, that's the funny part.
Patients drink coffee, so he's always first, no matter what.
That's fair.
Anyway.
So you guys go to Tiger Eye. It's a nondescript building. You see a sign with a tiger's eye, and there's a little bell.
Patience goes up to the bell. He's just like ringing it violently.
About
I like at some point try and grab the back of his shirt and pull him away.
He's like a little kid just enjoying the toy.
It occurs to me that I'm like trying to herd you in, and I'm also like 2 feet shorter than you.
He stops and turns around and goes,
No, 1 foot, probably.
So you guys walk in. You see a very regal, fancy apartment as a man in a somewhat odd suit or clothing style had opened the door for you and was like, come in.
Hi. I mean, I guess we're going in.
How many? It's just 2 of you that went?
Whoever else wanted to come, I think Violet's with us as well because she was asking questions.
Oh, well, then I guess we're all going.
It's like,
Might as well.
ooh.
Are we doing like the Final Fantasy 7 thing where like there's one person and everyone just merges into one avatar and we just walk around the place?
That's us.
He's like, normally I don't have so many people come and visit me at one time. I only have 2 chairs at my desk for you to sit. So
It's fine. I can stand. My feet wouldn't touch the floor anyway.
How busy is this room? Is there just like a lot of stuff around everywhere, or is he just?
it's pretty swanky. Like
Like silk cushions on the chair, swanky, or nice.
there's like a curio cabinet, the booze cabinet, some rugs on the wall. Slight or like stylized, a slight like Indian flair from like India.
Patience is checking out the rugs.
They're pretty nice. He's like, do you all care for a drink?
That sounds wonderful. Yeah.
He puts out 4 glasses, takes this golden amber liquid, pours up the glasses. This is Elysium brandy. It is said it's so sinful they have to call fiends from the lower planes to make it.
Do I have any idea how much this is gonna fuck us up?
Patience
The
is
answer
like,
is yes.
Patience is just like, cool.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Well, he's done for the day.
No need. Con save.
Yeah, exactly.
Was he going to the play with us or not?
I guess not.
He'll be sleeping it off.
I guess not. 5.
So you're just like,
Just starts giggling.
He does the Vizzini, like he's like, I'm fine, and then falls over flat.
I was gonna warn Patience that he should. Well, too late, I guess.
You'd have to warn him before you could even think it, because that's as fast as he moves.
it's like, well, I see one of you doesn't drink too often.
Yeah, he's a lightweight and kind of an idiot.
So,
And he had no clue what he's drinking, so there's that.
All he's had to eat today is ice cream, now that I think about it.
so what can I do for you?
We're just going around and meeting the neighbors. We're new to the neighborhood.
Yes.
We're planning on reopening the tavern, Troskull Manor.
Yes, you got it from Volo.
Yeah.
Volothamp Godarn. After
Oh,
you
your fault.
helped save his friend, Floon, from some dangers. He didn't have the gold on you, but he gave you the deed to the place.
So, like, on one hand, she's like, how did you know that? And then the other hand, she's like, oh, yeah, we were standing in the middle of the street yelling at Volo for not having gold.
Also, he's a detective,
Yeah.
Also that.
and it's the street he lives on, so...
So we were just wondering if you knew anything interesting about the neighborhood or just stopping in to say hi.
Neighborhoods always are interesting. Like, one of the prominent sages of astronomy lives on our street.
Really? That's interesting.
She's very skilled with with astronomy. It's said that even some of the great wizards of the world have visited her in the past.
Cool. Like Elminster?
Yes.
Oh,
Her knowledge is second to none when it comes to the stars, the moon, and the planes.
So I know that Elminster is known in Waterdeep. Is he still around, or are people like, oh, okay?
He's around.
Violet leans over and asks, "So what is she like?"
Oh, she's old. Very studious.
Doesn't go out much.
Not too often. She stays at home doing research.
It's always hard with such types. Oh well.
And let's see. Some other interesting folks up on the street that might interest you. Well, we got some great smiths over at the Steam and Steel. Amber and Abby. They're pretty good. You guys are adventurers. You might need the occasional metal item.
That's fair, yeah.
I like to imagine how casual this conversation is, where there's like what looks like a dead body just on the floor, not moving.
We'll drag you out later. It's okay.
There's Now try not to give too much of our neighbors, because
That's understandable.
we have a very high rate of dwarven widowers on the street.
Oh,
Don't know why, really. They just don't choose to stay here.
Huh.
If they lived close together, I'd call it Little Widower Town. Because they are dwarfs, so they're little.
that's adorable.
Saying that to the dwarf.
Yeah. Like there was one question we had. We're wondering, do you have any idea where the name came from? Troskull? Just out of curiosity.
Nobody's asked that of me. Tell you what, I could find the answer if you got the gold. If you got the dragons, I got the answers.
Oh, what amount of dragons you talking?
Well, my normal starting fee is 50 dragons, but this question doesn't involve any risk to myself. So I'll go down to 15 dragons.
I look around to the crew. I do not have that much. You guys are aware I have 2 gold to my name right now.
I'm just going to look at it and say, I mean, it's not like he said there was any kind of an expiration date on that offer. Maybe we could just
That's
wait. Come back when we're a little more flush.
Yeah, that's fair. We are kind of, spending every penny on the tavern.
Yeah, and we'll hope it's gonna drive business once we open it.
But it'll make a nice little plaque on the wall to show the history of the place. So, once we get settled in, it could be a nice little feature to add. But
Oh, that would be nice, yeah.
it's not really that pressing.
We're sort of going with like a haunted feel. I'm sure you've heard the stories that it's haunted. It is a little bit. He's
Oh, yes.
relatively pleasant.
I know about the haunting.
So we'll probably be playing that up somehow. Not entirely sure how yet.
We're hoping to advertise entertainment and drinks.
Oh, and if you need it, here's a coupon to the local mercery. He does all my suits.
Okay,
Does every shop on this street have a coupon system?
probably.
Most of us do.
We're gonna
look
have to get on it.
Hell yeah.
That's one thing you learn about this alley. We watch out for each other.
That's good to know.
Well, I hope we can work in the future together.
I can certainly appreciate that.
Good. Make sure you finish your brandy. It's delightfully delicious. And
Oh yeah, she's been sipping at that thing
give
constantly.
me a second. He goes, you see him mixing some weird stuff in a vial. He's like, Give this to your friend. As he hands you a crimson red drink with like a layer of brown liquid on top.
I sniff it.
Smells really hot and spicy.
It's
I'm
wake
gonna,
up juice.
I'm gonna pour it down Patience's throat.
Oh no, it might actually not work so good on him. He's got resistance.
Con save.
For whom?
Are we doing it cartoon style with a funnel?
Mhm.
Con save for me?
Yeah.
Okay. 11.
11. So you pour it down, and Patience just like,
Hey, buddy, how you feeling?
Good morning.
his face hasn't changed. It's just like, it might take a few moments for it to flush him back to awake.
Oh, okay.
All I can
That's
imagine.
unsettling.
All I can imagine is Doc Brown in Back to the Future 3.
Yeah.
He only had that one drink. One drink.
After Patience gets back, he's just like, can I have another one of those? That tasted
Nope,
great.
nope, you're good.
You're good.
No, not the second thing. Whatever the spicy was. No?
Proprietary flavor.
Okay.
Violet is gonna down her drink and thank him for the drink.
I don't remember if we asked your name.
Vincent. Vincent Trench.
I love that name. It's such a fucking New York name.
He sticks out so bad in the module. I love it.
I'm pretty sure you know our names, but I think, for courtesy's sake, I'm Violet Talmost.
It's like, good to meet you.
Thanadis of Clan Ruby Eye. I do like the awkward bow thing.
Rogh Bakchan of the Dockside Bakchans.
Oh, yes. I met the castle side Bakchan the other day.
Wait, we have a castle side brother. Oh shite, I need to be hitting him up for money.
Patience is already going up, shaking his hand, and he's like, Patience! And you gotta really tell me where you get your drinks. We might get some.
Hey, he seems very hesitant to shake your hand at first. It's like,
Does he try to, like, avoid it first? Because Patience.
Yeah,
he's just going straight
like,
for it.
You do notice his hand feels a bit weird when you shake it. It's like,
how so?
It's
juicy.
Like he's nervous? Like it's sweaty?
It's phasing.
His grip's a bit off. Like,
does he have 6 fingers?
Backwards.
Does he have 6 fingers and I have to kill his dad?
Wait,
he killed my dad or something?
Is he a robot?
No, he said he's got his hand on backwards.
Yeah.
That's what it feels
that's
like?
What patient feels. You're just like,
Yeah, we don't know anything. We just think
But-
he's weird about shaking his hand.
you did just drink some good brandy that kind of fucked you up.
Yeah, his tail just twitches in curiosity. Flicks a little bit. He's like, okay. Well, and he just continues shaking hand. Doesn't even think that's too strange at all.
Yeah,
See you when you get them dragons.
yeah. And once we're
Remember, if I can't find the answer, it doesn't exist.
Meanwhile, Scott's like,
good to know.
yeah. All right, so, yeah.
Yeah. Once we get everything up and running, you're always welcome in our tavern.
And
Maybe you can even do some business over there.
I would recommend, potentially, restaurant level foods. We don't have really good food shot that's not a donut or ice cream. And I'm getting fat.
We were thinking of doing a little bit of both, serving some meals along with the drinks.
You know,
You're not the only one telling us about food, so consider.
It'd be nice not to
Also-
have to go beyond the alley, our neighborhood. Right now, we have to walk down the street to the nearest restaurant tavern.
we should serve spicy stuff.
That's expensive, but would be very good. I like it spicy.
It did occur to me. Do you happen to know the name of the fellow who owned Trosco Manor before us?
You mean before Volo?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
ghost.
Oh,
He hasn't told us his name, and I just feel like a dick just calling him the poltergeist.
told
He
you his
told
name.
us he's Leaf.
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 L-I-F.
Okay, cool. Never mind.
He
then.
told you his name. You
Oh,
just told me
We're
remember.
just assholes. Okay.
Good job, Fana.
And you're like,
He goes,
What?
what?
he goes to tell your name, and it's like Yost, and we're like, who? What? And then suddenly a lightning bolt hits Patience, and he dies instantly. Huh, weird.
Yep.
There's a reason why I'm keeping a notepad with just names.
Yeah, same. I've got like a million things writing down. Yeah, so I thank him, and I guess let's head on out.
Oh, we could serve curry, I say as we're leaving.
I mean, if you want to be the cook, Patience, you can serve whatever you want.
Oh, God. He's going to say yes.
Oh God.
Whatever you want that won't kill the customers.
He seems hesitant now. Let's see. Yeah, he
I mean,
seems
isn't that
hesitant
the
now.
point? Not killing the customers?
Well,
Yeah, that's
What
super
kind
bad
of
for business.
restaurants have you guys been to?
no, just saying that sometimes our lad Patience has ambitions outstrip his ability.
I mean, I have been to. It was a tavern restaurant, but the guy didn't die per se. He almost died, but his friend had revivify, so it was fine.
You see this as you guys walking out and says some people walking down the street like,
What the fuck?
Ah, shit.
And then they taste her a second time.
So where to next? He had mentioned a astronomy fellow that you see, astronomy woman that you seemed interested in, Violet, and then there was that Smith shop, which I'll be honest, I'm kind of super into.
And we got a coupon for, I think it was a tailor?
Oh yeah.
Mercer. Yeah. Purveyor of fine clothing and silks and stuff.
I mean, my new threads are already tailored because you guys are awesome, but in the future.
We could ask him for uniforms for bartenders and waitresses and stuff.
Oh, that's good. What kind of uniform would they wear?
Any kind of uniform we want. And Violet is like, already has a shine in her eye.
We could buy Patience a chef hat.
What do I need a chef hat for? How does that help me cook?
So that everyone knows you're the chef.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just get an apron. Maybe. I don't know. Do we have
That's
pots
fair.
and pans and stuff?
Do we? Cool. That's another thing we gotta do. We're probably gonna be making a big order at Aurora's at some point. Because we still have to buy. Oh man, we have a lot of food and drinks to buy. And not a lot of money.
You
I
know
feel
the
like
next
we're
couple
getting in
days.
over our heads here with this a little bit. I mean, it doesn't have to be all right away, does it?
Let's start with drinks, then we can upgrade to entertainment and food.
Yeah.
Isn't there a theater we're
Um,
supposed to go to or something tonight?
Yeah, how many
Yeah.
hours out is that from now?
You got about 3 hours to get
Yeah,
there.
we got time.
Oh shit, we
enough
gotta
time
go.
for
It
the
does
clothing
occur to
come.
me that we might want to talk to some other people about like sponsors, considering we have what, like 110 gold or something to us at this point.
Well, begging your
Um,
pardon, lass, but aren't we going to be going to a really rich shindig tonight with a bunch of rich hobnobbers that we can be hobnobbing with and maybe find ourselves some funding?
Yeah, and tomorrow I am meeting the House Resner, so I am hoping that's going to be a good, fruitful meeting.
So just speaking
That's
for
fair.
myself, I think it's about time we start getting ready.
I mean, it doesn't take 3 hours to get ready, dude.
Fana, have you ever been to a more posh, to say, evening out?
Have I? DM?
Not you've been to
I mean, like I've been to.
dwarven version.
Yeah, I've been to like decent dwarven shindigs, but
Well, I don't know how dwarves do it, but in human society, they tend to put quite a bit of importance on how you look, how timely you are, how you small talk. So patience, please don't
smell.
touch everything.
What?
I'm just saying, attempt to restrain yourself from experiencing everything you see once we're over there. So yeah, let's go and get you into your new clothes for tonight.
What's wrong with my clothes now? He's got a set of commoner's clothes on.
I mean, you said you're not going patience, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the play would really hold your interest for any length of time whatsoever.
Huh? What?
though if we're going to be meeting potential monetary sponsors, all partners should probably be present.
Well, if you really think so, you can tell he's like,
there's no chance I'm going to get all of you into House Reznar's meeting. They're just
Yeah.
not going to be down for that.
Oh no, but I mean, the invite to the play was for all of us. The invite to House Raznar was just for you.
Up to patience.
I could always go around and see if there's anything fun I could do around the city to get some money.
Well,
You could.
he survived this long without being supervised all of the time. I suppose it couldn't hurt.
What? You guys don't trust me on my own?
Don't treat patience like a child.
Yeah. Wait, how old are you guys?
Violet, love the brandy.
I'm 87.
Wow, you're old.
I'm young for a dwarf.
Oh,
I'm a
right.
very young adult.
Oh, right. I forgot.
I just thought you were a short bearded lady.
And Violet is relatively old for orcs.
How old is Violet?
I'm trying to find it away.
Rolf is just 20. He's kind of young.
Like orcs only live to like 40, and she's already 26, 27.
Okay.
Patience is... He's like, I'm 18. Well, I was last month.
Okay.
Oh my god, babies!
Babies for the most part, except for Violet and your respective races and cultures.
I was about to say, he probably even though he probably has decent parents, he probably still runs off and lives on his own anyway since childhood.
So, where's everybody headed? 3 to the play, 1 to play.
How to kind of play.
All right, so those heading to the play, since that'll be the least chaotic thing.
What makes you think that?
You'll get dressed, wear upper clothes, and you make it to Light Singer Theater in the Castle Ward.
Ooh, fancy.
Do we remember what this play was supposed to be about?
The Fall of Tiamat.
Oh
An
yeah.
opera sung in Giant, describing the evil Dragon Queen's defeat at the Well of Dragons.
So you'll understand nothing basically. So just
Pretty much.
politely watch, and then we can get to socializing.
I mean, it'll usually sound pretty, at least if it's an opera.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, from what I know from operas, even if it is in a language you understand, it's still hard to understand.
Yep.
So, as you guys watching the play at intermission, as the note says, you're to go to Private Box C to meet Mert.
Mert.
Do we have any idea who Mert is?
At first, you're a bit confused, but then when you guys go to see him, you know who it is.
Yeah.
Once I can find the page. First, this is what he looks like.
Also, seriously, what kind of name is Mert?
You know, compared to what the names used to be like in 2E, it's normal.
I think
Like, holy shit.
Sean put this little tidbit about him for us a few days ago. Apparently, he is the first character for the Forgotten Realms, the creator of the Forgotten Realms. That was his character for the setting.
Explain why he's still alive.
So you can blame him for the silly name. It was like when he was 7 or something, he came up with Forgotten Realms when he was like 7. So it's a 7-year-old's
Aw.
name for a fictional character.
Now I feel bad.
Do we know anything about Mert?
Mert the Merciless, also known as the Old Wolf. Yeah, you know, he's one of the, how to put it, open masked lords.
Oh, okay. Shit. We're in the
Fuck.
big leagues, y'all.
Well, I'm glad we dressed for the occasion.
And he was a notorious or famous adventurer over a century ago, and somehow, magic, has managed to prolong his life. So you guys go into the box, and you see Mert. He's like, welcome. Welcome.
Hello.
So, are you the lot that Rainer sent? Is that the guy's name?
That was your cousin, right?
Rainer?
Or no, is that Never Ember?
Yeah, never ever.
Never remember.
That might be right, yeah.
You could just say.
Yes, we assisted Lord Neverember. That is correct.
Good.
A Violet of House Talmost.
Yes. How's that problem that your family has?
Oh, it's being worked on. It's not really my main concern, since you probably know that I'm the third child. But you know, I'm trying to help my family as much as I can.
So that old biddy's not really causing any issues anymore. Good.
Thana is so intrigued, but is not saying a word.
Yeah, Rogh is just listening in and just picking up it all for later.
Just like take that and put that in the file cabinet for later.
But essentially, after talking to Rainer and stuff, I'm in a position to offer you a position in the Harpers. But we would like a initiation, so to speak. A small, quick mission to make sure you're up to snuff. It's simple, easy. You do this, you get the pins, good to go. And we'll call on you. You can call on us. Simple.
What kind of mission you talking about?
Well, here's the thing. One of the drays, that's the
double-decker bus.
double-decker box things, working in the city is pulled by a talking mare named Maxine. Locate her, find out if she's learned the identity of any Zentarum agents or operatives, and if so, determine their whereabouts.
Okay.
Mare, by the way, is a female horse for anyone in the audience who was thinking nightmare, which is not what it is.
So it's a talking horse.
Yes.
Begging your pardon, my lord. We're very.
Oh, like that's going to be weird. I mean, seriously, you guys haven't seen a talking horse before.
No, I have not.
Mine usually just yells and bites a lot, so no.
Meanwhile, patients at a random stable. Whoa, a talking horse!
My name is Ed.
Turns out he's just drunk again.
Yeah, no, the horse isn't talking. He's just talking to the horse. So, begging your pardon, my lord, but we have recently accepted an obligation with the Greyhand. We'd be happy to join in with the Harpers. However, we do have a prior obligation, and we would have to let their missions take precedence should we ever have a conflict arise.
Greyhands and Harpers, we're often on the same page. Besides, one's a job, one's a lifestyle.
Fair enough.
Would Violet know
Do we
which is
understand?
which?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
So I'm gonna take that as a no.
What, I'm going to roll an insight check and see if I understand what exactly his meaning is.
Oh shit! I have insight. I'm gonna do that too.
Same.
I got a
Inside.
17.
11.
I got a 7. What the hell?
You're thinking the gray hands are the job, Rogh, and the lifestyle is the harpers.
Okay. Well, as long as there's no misunderstandings about where we have to put our priorities.
I mean, sometimes the missions might be the same. There seldom have any issues with them competing. Well,
Any idea how we find what
The
was
talking
the
horse?
horse's name?
Maxine,
Maxine. Any idea how we find Maxine?
that's would be part of the
Okay, that's fair.
initiation. I mean, I could tell you exactly where everything in the world is. That doesn't help you. Does it?
No,
Okay.
no, yeah,
So
we,
you guys
we can do
accept?
this.
Yeah.
I look to the rest of you.
Violet was distracted by a beautiful lady down the hallway.
There are several of those.
Then we do accept.
All right. He pulls out some pins, hands it to you. It's the crescent with the moon on it.
Oh, he's
with the
got a
heart.
picture of it.
Yeah, I got a heart. I got a picture somewhere. Try to find a good picture. That's a bad picture, but this thing. You guys see that?
Yeah, it's kind of like a heart shape. Oh, a harp shape. Okay.
Harp on the moon.
Yes.
He's like, so find out. Get back with me. Oh, also, if you ever need me, I'll be at my villa. Feel free to drop by.
Do we know where his villa is?
Yes, you will. Once I get the information. Seaward.
Okay. Seaward Mercs.
And enjoy the rest of the play.
Yeah, thanks.
Absolutely. Yeah. It was an exceptional gift inviting us for the play. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Every small thing makes a difference.
Especially in our lives.
And opera is something very enjoyable, at least to me.
I just sent a picture of the pin to the Discord.
Yeah, that's fancy.
Mm-hmm. For anybody at home. I think they actually made it. I can't tell if that's a painting or an actual picture. I think it might be a painting though.
It's a very good painting, if so.
Or art, whatever you call it.
Actually, I'm looking at it, and I think it's actually a craft because it looks like you can see the reflection of the crafter in the moon there, in the bottom part
Maybe
of the
That's
craft.
just how good. Super ultra photolistic. Like Scott can do.
Yeah. So I guess we go back and finish the rest of the opera. How interesting is the opera? Is it like really nice, or are
For
we
the
kind of
fact
bored?
that you can't understand the giant and it's a opera, it's pretty interesting.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it is the story of the defeat of Tiamat at the
Oh yeah, and you said that these guys don't cheap out. Their team is like magical illusions, not like
The special
paper,
effects of it.
So you see a bunch of illusionists and bards all weaving magics to make it.
Actually, I have a question. Would Violet have had the chance to watch this before?
This particular play, no, but you've seen others of it. This play's based on an event that only happened about 2 years ago.
Oh my. So this is basically current events.
Yeah.
Okay. I think she's still gonna fangirl out and just explain everything to you while you're like trying to watch. you
did
know
see
that
on
person in the
stage
cinema who spoils everything.
one of your favorite actresses that you've seen in other plays.
Oh,
Rock's gonna
what's the
try and
actress?
focus on the
She's
bar.
like the
to
main
watch that.
one. You're like, "Ooh,
Does she have a name?
yes.
Cool.
Does she have a name? Okay.
I see
I'm
Violet
sorry,
just making hard eyes, and I'm just gonna elbow her. Who's that?
Her name is. Give me one
Putting
second.
Kevin on the spot.
Now on the spot, I don't have that PDF up. It's like, oh, I should have.
What's the name of the person to her left? What's the name of the person to her right? What's the name of the person over there?
Lefty, left, right.
And right to the left.
There's a list of names here.
One of the biggest woes for DM names.
Especially when the DM forgets to bring up his list of random names that he has generated, just in case.
Sleepy boy.
Oh,
He's giving me dirty looks because he sees that I'm eating apples with peanut butter and he's not getting any.
None way.
Go with
Peaches.
Peaches.
Yes.
That sounds like the wrong kind of actress.
No.
Also, why is the wind blowing here in the theater?
Peaches Melba.
Erilyn.
Erilyn. Okay.
Oh, okay. I have no
A-R-I-
idea how you write that.
L-Y-N. I will send it into the
Chat.
So Violet is gonna answer. That have you not seen Erilyn before? I suppose you couldn't have. Isn't she pretty?
Is she pretty?
She's an actress, so yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, she's pretty, yeah. Can't understand the damn word she's saying, you know.
I mean, I don't think that's the thing. No one really does here, unless they have like worked with giants. You usually get like the book first about the story.
Yeah,
you
like
read
I can.
through it, and then you watch it.
Yeah, like I could read the title on the paper bit at the front, but that's only because it's the same alphabet as Dwarvish.
Hmm.
The actual accents are totally different.
No. You get a book in common with the
Playbill?
story, and you're supposed to know the story before you watch an opera.
Oh, well, we didn't have time to read a book.
No, this was more
In
of
the
a
future.
social.
They do sell them in the lobby. It's Tyranny of Dragons and Horde of the Dragon Queen. It's a 2-part.
Nice. I will see how much they cost later.
Yeah,
So,
right.
$49.95 at your local friendly game store.
Like, well, I don't have that.
So, meanwhile, at Troskull Manor, Patience has been left alone to his own devices.
Home Alone.
Ah!
he's gonna. Are there anywhere where he think he could do like a gladiator thing,
Maybe like gladiator thing.
like fight for money?
Not in this ward. That'd be down in the docks.
Oh yeah. I'm talking in the city, not here.
Yeah, you know a couple places. You don't talk about it too much, though.
Okay, I head there. Probably the second they leave the door. So you guys probably saw me go a different direction, probably down south. So I think the castle ward is north of where Troll Skull Manor stuff is.
Yeah, I think it's like to the side, maybe.
Patient's just like immediately south.
So you go. You find a place. It's called Tempest Fist. It's a special bar that you've heard of.
Special bar.
Patience goes in.
You go in. You see a normal just establishment, people drinking, bartenders like. Everything seems low key and normal, almost too low key and normal. like they are making it extra normal for people walking in.
I would roll an insight, but Patience wouldn't do that. So he just walks in. He's like, "Hi."
Guy's like, what kind drink can I give you?
Oh, I was wanting something other than a drink. I've already had enough drink for today, thanks.
Oh, nachos?
Nachos.
They're from Azteca.
Ooh, I've heard of that country.
Yes. Well, these aren't directly the recipes from there.
God damn, that would be expensive.
How stale would they be?
If
Or
they
they-
were from
So
Azteca, pretty damn straight.
They would have
But
to be.
it's the recipe.
They'd have to be really stale or just stupidly expensive because they'd have to gate it in.
Yeah. Or they don't gate it in, it takes for fucking ever.
Mm-hmm. This is like,
He orders nachos.
yeah. 5 shards. Like I said, they got the recipe from Azteca, so they make it here. They're not as good as the, real stuff, but
Okay. While his mouth is full, he's like, "Oh, there's 5 problem here." Actually, wait.
Wait.
Camera focus. There we go. So, how do you White Club here?
the bartender's like,
I won't fight. It's not fun.
huh? You watch?
Oh yeah, because he totally looks like he's watched.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
You dumbass. You know we don't talk about it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we don't talk about Tempest Club. He's like,
Aren't you breaking that rule?
it's a weird rule. Come on.
Yeah. He goes to leave, and the black bowl of nachos is still sitting on the bar. And his hand just comes back on camera and grabs the bowl.
Leads you down to basically back and goes down to where the sewers are. And it's a area in the sewers. So that in the center is dry, raised up some, but surrounded by shit water. And a bunch of people sitting around watching 2 guys just beat each other in the center.
Okay.
Like so. First time you come, you gotta get in.
His eyes widen in excitement.
It's like, new person! And they just push you into the center.
Okay, so what do these 2 guys look like? And I'm sure we need to roll initiative.
Oh, yeah. The 2 guys, one is pretty badly beat. Looks like he's the loser so far. And the other guy is a pretty big, beefy human. Looks like he's Tethiran, so slightly more dusky skin. His got 22-inch biceps, just like looks like somebody who wants to beat people up for fun and pleasure.
I need to get his name after this. Anyway, so. Sorry, adding another name to your list.
His name is Thug.
Do I need to roll initiative?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
I need dice.
Cool. First,
Someone was expecting not to go this whole session. Rolling dice.
oh my god. What? Like, he doesn't have anything mechanically that does this, but roleplay wise, the dice seem to know. So my initiative got a nat 1, so 2.
Well, you go in, and this guy's just like, fresh meat, and just runs up, and it's like, "Rrr." And he, why don't they just give you a punch? Why no punch? 14.
A 14 just hits.
It's like, bam, for 3 damage.
Ow.
Okay, Patience has like blood going down, and he like wipes it off. And smirks.
Your turn.
Wait, seriously?
The other guy left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was just like,
My bull.
looks like if you didn't interfere, the thug guy would probably have killed him next round.
Does it look like I'm allowed to use magic at all?
No one told you the rules.
Okay, so first thing I do, as part of my move, is I step forward towards him, make it look like I'm going to attack with the bowl of nachos to his face, hopefully to blind him or something, but I cast Thunderclap on the bowl. So
Just turn a bunch of chips into shrapnel.
con save for Thug.
5.
Oh, wow. I'm actually surprised on that one. Okay, he takes
Roll to 3.
3 thunder damage.
He's just like, ah.
'God.
17 hits, so 3 damage. As he just grabs you by like the horn and just goes, burn.
Super dead.
Okay. Let's see what he's got. He's liking this. I need to look up.
Character's gonna be like.
I need to look up a spell. Because I'm gonna punch him, maybe, but I'm not sure if I can do it and the spell at the same time. It is a bonus action. So as a bonus action, I cast Hex on the fucker. And I punch him.
Do you now?
Yeah. I'll try. Ooh, that might. Probably not. He's wearing no armor, right?
It says a leather jerkin.
So 11 probably missed then.
Hits on the dot.
Oh, wow, okay.
He's got no dex.
I did a whopping 2 damage on the fist, but because he's hexed, I do an extra d6 necrotic. 1 necrotic.
Woo!
Let's see.
Showing him.
Also, I'll give him disadvantage on strength stuff.
You punch him hard with the necrotic. He's just like. And 13.
13 misses.
Oh,
He hits
sorry.
he hits my mage armor.
He's like. Oh, he gets 2 melee attacks.
No, he.
Oh.
It's just, you're just like
Next
back.
turn, you have to break the finger.
Your turn. I'm gonna have to.
I'm just gonna keep punching, I guess, because I don't want to throw spells in here and like then get super pissed. And he wants to keep fighting and he doesn't want to break the rules, so he has to stop fighting.
I mean, you already did with Thunderwave and Hex.
And just hear people like, oh, others like, bad form. Another guy's like, Kenzie. So did you hit him?
I think he's thinking of what he wants to do.
Yeah, because overall they gave like a negative reception when I did Thunderclap.
Yeah. It's like, doesn't seem to be against rules, but it makes you look like a bitch.
Okay, yeah, I go to punch him with an 18.
That hits.
So 2 plus 6 necrotic. There we go.
Ooh.
I need to use the metal dice for that, I guess.
Yeah. He's starting to feel that one now. He's like, oh. Oh.
Is that all you got? And I'm like bleeding. Probably got a black eye by now.
You don't play like that, little bitch. Holds his hand out. Someone throws him a mace. He's like,
Oh, Oh, okay.
Oh. 10.
Yeah, that misses.
Just swings down and he kind of like sidesteps him. It's like,
Fuck him up, patience.
I don't have any bludgeoning weapons. I don't want to throw my sharp weapons at him. I pull out my crowbar. And I use it like an improvised club. Nat 1.
Oh,
so you pull out your crowbar, swing. You're just like, ah! like that anime thing with the speed lines.
Oh,
and you
yeah.
swing down, and you look, and he's like 2 feet away from you. You're just like,
I meant to do that.
That was a warning shot.
he hits you for awesome 3. He put on Mason, does the same thing with his fist. So he swings the mace and basically gets you on the side, some little bruise.
Okay. I swing at him with the crowbar, and as I swing with him with the crowbar, I heal myself a little bit. There's no somatic components or anything, so I don't need to show that I'm healing myself.
You hear this one guy, coward, as they see some of the wounds heal.
Oh, I didn't cast a spell.
I mean, I don't know if you would be able to see it under the blood, because the blood's still there.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's one guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
So probably the one spellcaster who knows.
15 to hit.
Hits.
So D4 and D6. Whee! Whoa, okay. 9 damage total.
Nice.
Fucking mom.
He's looking bad right now. It's like teeth fly, nose is all like ripped up. It's like, gonna kill you. Not with that roll.
How's he?
Blood in his face. He just like swings and just misses right over your head. Apparently, he thought you're a bit taller because the horns.
Does he look like winded? Like he's pretty beat up? Maybe
Oh yeah.
Okay. Patience, crowbar, and then as a bonus action, uses his fist. So if it hits it, we'll just do 1. But he's still gonna like. Because he can't add his strength to it, which is only another +1. Okay, the crowbar missed for sure.
Did you pick up Booming Blade by chance?
I can't, because I can only pick 2 books. Or I would have had just a shit ton of melee cantrips.
Oh, right. I took Skag. That's right.
Yeah.
I don't even get Booming Blade as a class.
The crowbar missed, but the fist just hit with an 11. So 1 bludgeoning. So like the thing I swing and miss, and then just like a quick jab.
Does Hex apply to this? Because is it
It
one damage?
should.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes it does.
Fuck him up.
3
Well, that-
necrotic.
There you go. That's got to look a little gross. Like you punch him and his like flesh starts rotting a little bit
I
where
like-
you touched him.
I like to think it looks a little blackened.
Ugh. I'm reminded of the time I picked up a potato and put my finger through it because it was rotten.
Ah,
Ugh.
yeah.
ouch.
Just, like do the little gut punch and you see like some black veins where you punch him. It's like, ah,
Gross. Wait, so he can see his stomach. Please tell me he has a belly window. He's got like a midriff belly window.
Oh, I was thinking he was like shirtless
Like
and he had like sailor
superheroes.
pants on or something.
yeah. I was thinking shortless. It says leather armor, but probably
Yeah,
more
I
like
can flavor
a
it.
one
Or like
damage.
a vest.
thematic.
It says leather jerkin, so.
Just covers this part.
Yeah.
He looks like a JoJo character where they're like
No, it would be
ridiculously
like a
stylized
big-
outfit.
It's like a big leather vest, basically. But I mean, he could be wearing it open if you want to be showing off his 6-pack.
12 misses you, right?
A 12 does miss.
Yeah, he seems to. He came out swing good, but you fucking him up. He's just like, ugh. It's like that necrotic damage just slowing him down.
Patience is going to do something exceptionally stupid and to attempt to drop kick him. So he's going to spend his
God.
full round running up to him. He doesn't have any like feats or anything that could help with this, so it's just going to be mechanically a melee attack, and he probably falls prone because it's a drop kick.
God, he's
Why
so
are you doing
dead.
this?
Because he's dumb.
Because he's stupid.
At 20.
Oh,
Nice.
So 4 bludgeoning. And I don't know if the hex gets doubled, but the
It's
hex
still
is
up. Is it?
Dice roll. So it'd be 2 from the regular, 1 plus 1, and then maximize the
so 3.
hex damage.
3 bludgeoning
Yeah.
then. Because
And then 6 necrotic.
and then 5 necrotic damage on top of that.
Damn.
So
Well, you said maximize the necro, so that's a d6.
remember, we're doing the retroverse style.
Oh.
Where you maximize.
Oh, okay, then
So
6.
6 plus 6, 12. Plus 1 for kick,
Plus
13. Plus 1 from your strength, 14. And then roll d20 to see if you.
Wait, no, I'm
please get another 20.
not proficient in unarmed, so it's unarmed is usually 1 damage plus strength modifier, so it'd be 2 damage plus strength modifier, which is 1, so that's 3. And then necrotic is d6, so my max
You
damage
don't
could
roll
be 9.
dice for unarmed. You
No.
can't double a dice that doesn't get rolled.
Okay, then my max would be 8.
Yeah.
Correct?
But
Alright.
roll your d20. Please get another 20.
I got a 17, so I think
Yes,
I still get to roll again, I guess. Another 2 necrotic on top of that. Then.
10 damage.
I hope I didn't kill
Damn
him.
good.
You just put your finger through the potato, my man.
So you kind of drop kick him, and you just feel his rib cage and sternum give in, and he just flies back. Comically flies back and goes into the poo water.
I think that was somebody dropping something, but it was perfectly timed.
Mm-hmm.
The and Patience gets up, and he's just like,
How's the crowd reacting
Crowd just go
to
like,
this scrawny ass dude?
not bad. The guy's like, magic makes you a bitch still. Hold on. As you stand there, a dog biscuit just hits you in the head.
Dog biscuit.
ooh, a Scooby snack.
Oh no.
Does he get a coin purse for winning?
He doesn't know what the rules were.
Nope.
No.
Now what happens?
He just gets the shit beat out of him and a biscuit.
The guy, another bartender, but a guy who with a lot of scars and missing most of his teeth walks up. He's like, "You won your first match. Welcome to the club."
Awesome.
We're joining like factions, and this asshole joins a fight club when he's unattended for 2 hours.
Hey, my other campaign is running on a horse conspiracy where we think all the horses are going to try to rebel against Waterdeep. So anything,
I mean, apparently they talk, so
anything can happen. So Patience will put his he won the first one, and he's just gonna he gets paid.
So
He's done.
they explain some things to you.
Uh-huh.
One, you don't talk about this
Uh-huh.
because that brings the watch, and
Okay.
they don't watch. 2, when you get in the ring, essentially anything goes that only affects those in the ring. So dropping a fireball is a no-no because that would hurt other people.
but firebolt.
It's fine. The
So
other thing,
apparently not very popular with the crowd.
the people here don't do this for money. They do it for the sheer pleasure
Damn
of
it.
beating the shit out of each other.
Patience can respect that, and the guy that went down, he actually heals him. 6. Wow.
The guy's just like,
And he does like the whole like he's down, but he's like a respectful winner, and he has like his hand down to help him up.
he brings up, he's like, the guy who's helps like, everyone, this guy's pretty cool. I don't know his name, but he is now Red Bitch.
The name's Patience, but
Crowd
okay.
cheering, red bitch, red bitch, red bitch.
Terrible. Terrible.
Oh my god, I love it.
And then after this, he probably watches a few fights and goes home. By that time, everyone else is probably getting home. And when he gets home, and he's been there for like a good half hour, is when he's like, "Wait, I was supposed to be looking for money."
Question: are you still fucked up, or did you take time to wipe all the blood off?
Oh, now I'll spend my last heal for the day to heal myself up.
Well,
then I'll
the
wash
heal
off.
doesn't get rid of all of the.
No, I'll wash off. I'll wash off.
Okay. Damn. So we have no idea.
So how was your evening, Patience?
Yeah, I couldn't find anything. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
The mixed
You're all right, glad
reactions.
you didn't happen to get jumped in an alleyway, did you?
Nah, nothing I couldn't handle.
I'm glad to hear that you're alright.
How late at night is it?
It's probably like 11.
Okay, I guess we should probably see
Well,
about
their
getting ready
equipment have
for.
11. They
Hey.
don't have hours.
Hey, Thana, how do you do the
No.
How do you do your like punch stuff?
I mean, I punch things. Did you punch somebody in an alleyway?
No, I just there was some people getting beat up in the alleyway, and I was
Oh.
just like, oh hey, magic probably isn't good to use in the alleyway. You think
That's
punch?
fair. That's a good way to get yourself arrested.
Yeah.
I will teach you how to punch and hopefully not break your thumb when you do it.
Cool.
I'm so mad.
Oh, do you have the calendar up to keep track of the days?
Oh, I will now. Because I'm a giant nerd and I made a calendar.
Hooray!
Anyone else want to do anything that night? If not, we can go to the next thing.
So I guess as we're gathering around and drawing for a close, he's gonna bust out a little bardic rest just to help Patience get over whatever lingering shit he might have had in. So
I know something. Rogh, Violet is gonna ask you if you know any songs or ballads in relation to stars.
relation to stars. Well, there was one my ma sung me when I was really little, but apart from that, you'd have to give me a minute to go look one up. Down in the deep recesses of my brain. Generally, me songs are more about sailing and drinking. But
Well,
I'll give it a thought.
if you think of something, do tell me.
Oh, for sure.
That's all.
I don't know what that is, but I hear something in the background somewhere.
Yeah.
It's aliens.
Oh, okay.
Probably the
It's the ice cream. It's the ice cream shop. No big deal.
I think it's the wind on the soundtrack.
It almost sounds like a siren. To be truthful.
Yes.
Nobleman's fair daughter came
Now that you
down.
mention that, I do hear that.
Yeah.
Met
I
with
changed
Captain
soundtracks.
Wedderburn, keeper of the game. Now, my pretty fairness, if it wasn't for the law, you and I in a bed might lie. Roll me over next to the wall. Roll me over next to the wall. Now, my dear good man, she said, do not be perplexed. Before that you might bed with me, you must answer question 6. 6 questions you must answer me, and I will ask them all. And you and I in a bed might lie. Roll me over next to the wall. Roll me over next to the wall. He'll carry on like that.
Okay. Cool.
Something nice for us to fall asleep to.
Yeah, so it's he has bardic rest, and we haven't actually had an occasion to use it yet.
That's true, yeah.
Am I hurt? No, I'm good.
Next
Morning, buddy.
moon.
Sorry, the dog just woke up and just walked over and just started staring off into space.
The sun rises over the Mount Waterdeep, which it does not because that's on the west side.
Yeah.
As it rises on the side that's not Mount Waterdeep.
The sun just like, and then just
Oops.
it's like,
Oh,
oops,
wrong
and
side.
it just like rotates around to the other side.
Meanwhile, the Fander's like, oh shit!
I fucked up.
Darn these inverted controls.
Hate that so much. Damn.
Okay.
This music when oh okay, it's better now. It was
This
pretty
is supposed to be
spooky at
relaxed
first.
music. Let me go to a different soundtrack.
No, it's not so bad now. It was just it was a thing at the beginning there.
Sounds a little. But let me adjust this volume. There. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah,
this
some
morning,
soundtracks are just like bam. Others are like, is it done? So
I don't think we had any plans for today.
I believe
We don't
someone
have
was.
any meetings or anything.
I believe Violet was gonna have a meeting today.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, you were gonna go see House
Rosnar.
Didn't we have like a not entirely pressing thing to do for the Greyhounds as well?
Oh, yeah, we can do that. Wait, no,
No,
the Great
no.
Hands? No, for
Harpers.
the
Yeah, it was the Harpers. It was the talking horse. Patience
Right.
wasn't there for that though, so he has no idea.
Well, we would have told you about it.
Oh, yeah.
That's, we're joining the Harpers as well.
Wait, you would have told him that night?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, probably.
You sure?
Yes.
You went out during the night to look for this horse.
Well, I
Shut the-
assume we all reconvened probably late night, early AM hours, maybe.
He probably came back around 2. He's like, I couldn't find it. Whoops. No one would
Well,
let
that
me
may
into
be-
this. Stablemen were really rude. For some reason, they would not let me into the stables at 2 in the morning. Weird.
Who? Why? That's so rude. I don't understand. So, Violet, do you want to go meet with your
Mhm.
lordly friends, and we'll go try and find ourselves a talking horse?
Mm-hmm.
Here, horsey.
she wants to go first.
That's the perfect way to find a horse. Nailed it.
Wow, thanks.
I'll go with horse team.
Come on.
All right. So does horse team or non-horse team want to go first?
Whatever.
Okay.
Eh.
Alexis spoke up first. All right. So you walk a couple some time to House Reisner.
I'm pretty sure that name changes every time we say it.
Probably.
Let's call it House Trent.
He already got the joke. Said I was going to put
It's like Prince Jon Snow's and Men in Tights, or not nose, mole.
Yeah.
His mole.
Rosnar.
Rosnar. Okay, that's how I wrote it down. Okay.
So you see the place, a couple guards. Like, hey, what's the watch need?
Well, since this is a noble visit, I am not going to be wearing watch clothing. I'm going to be wearing appropriate, fashionable, noble attire.
What an orc need?
Racist.
Well,
I have been invited by Lord
Name?
Rosnar, Violet of House Talmust.
Who's out of paper? Yep. Going through.
Going on through. Have a good day.
You see, you're in the courtyard, and as you go through, they ring a little bell, and a few minutes later, a portly halfling shows up. It's like, I am the major domo for the house. Follow me to the meeting room.
I know.
Mhm.
You go in. It's a little like living room, nice little couch to sit on. He's like, "Would you like some tea and biscuits?"
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Comes back, gives you the saucer with tea and the little biscuits.
Mhm.
I always say biscuits, and I keep thinking American biscuits, but it's actually cookie kind of thing.
Let's not go into this.
My brain's just like, what?
It's pastry.
How's it going?
So, 2 moments later, a gentleman, slightly older, probably in their 60s, some gray hair, got the Van Dyke mustache beard thing going on, wearing relatively, actually low-key leather jerkin with tunic underneath, yeah, silk hose and stuff like that. He just sits down. He's like, "So, what does House Talmost want to talk to us about?"
Well, I'm actually here in my own power. See, I have acquired property in the Northward. Trollskull Manor is now in my possession, and I'll get right down to it. I'm planning on renovating and opening it as an entertainment establishment, a tavern.
Now, I shouldn't have to say, but just to clarify, when you say entertainment, you mean legal kind of entertainment, not the illegal stuff, right?
Yes, I was.
We're legit now, total legit.
Yes, when I say entertainment, I'm thinking of music, very small scale theater shows, that kind of entertainment.
Okay. And what can House Rosnar do for you?
Well, as I said, this is a personal project. It is not business of House Talmost, and I am looking to for some sponsoring. I would like to suggest that it could establish your name as someone who invests in, as you said, legit and valid businesses in return for some gold to get it started.
Everybody's leaving me.
I'll be right back. I'm just gonna take dog out for a quick walk, see if he has to pee.
I had to yell at the
Yeah, I'm
kids.
talking about you. Come on, let's go.
So, you want us to loan you some money? Is that it? Essentially? Okay. Well, how about instead we give you the money and ownership stakes in the place so we get a percent of the profit that you get?
Well, the percentage of the ownership would depend on your investment, of course.
How much you need?
No. Out of character, I think I remember that there was some fees of some 1,250. 250 were gonna be paid by Never Ember, and we probably need some more money to buy product and staff. Is
Yeah.
it about right?
Yeah, so it's about 1,000. You acquired about, what was it, roughly 200 of that?
We're at 82 right now.
So, yeah, they can give you, he's willing to foot the rest or the full thing. But right now he's countering with partial ownership and profit.
Who went with her to go?
I'm alone.
Oh, you went by yourself?
Yeah,
Oh, dear.
everybody else thought the talking horse was more interesting.
Um,
You see, we have a reputation when it comes to loaning money that's not the best. So we'd rather try to work something out so it doesn't come off as we're loan sharks anymore.
you think that is going to help your reputation?
You know that we're willing to help without breaking legs. That is
Um,
putting
Out of
our name
character, I
on
feel like this would
things.
probably be a
and-
thing that would have to be conferred with the whole party, because co-ownership and everything.
yeah. Well,
I mean,
and that is,
obviously, we're willing to be silent in business affairs. Essentially, as long as we get the percent, we're happy.
all right. I am going to have to think it over, of course, but you shall receive a response from me by tomorrow.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good.
That's about it, I guess. I'm maybe just gonna do some more small talk, but nothing of importance.
All right. Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice, as y'all getting ready to head out to find Maxine. And Virginia's not there. Because the guy's starting to pull up with a wagon full of barrels.
Okay. Patience is
Thought
gonna.
this guy was supposed to show up today, didn't you?
Yep.
Who have we here?
Where is it?
Patience already has like Thanadis cardboard cut out under his arm, and he's getting ready to go.
So, as you are like, as Violet went to do her thing, and the rest of you are like, okay, gotta figure out how to find a talking horse. Shouldn't be too hard. It's a talking horse. A gentleman basically knocks on the door frame. It's public establishment, so the door's probably open. Down to get the must out. So he's like, "Hello,
Hello?
hello.
Who
My
is-
name is Hammond. I'm from the Venters."
Yeah, come on in. And I'm gonna come down and meet him in the entryway.
He's like, adventurers. Anyway, I got some tasting for
Grand, here.
different kinds of brews that are.
Come sit up here and lay out what you need.
And put
Go
some
behind the bar and find some glasses that are approaching clean, and if they can't find it that are approaching clean, I'll presto them into being clean. How many glasses are you going to need for this tasting flight?
As many as you're willing to taste. I got at least 24 different flavors here, so to speak.
Oh, saints and sinners. You're speaking my language, son. And he's going to just bring like the whole armful of mugs and just plonk them down on the table. Patience, lad. We got company.
Do we have a railway on the stairs?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, he slides down.
Interesting note, if you look at the map, there is no internal stairwell from the first floor to the uppers. You actually go outside and then around.
Oh, it's like one of those in-law units where they have like the upstairs is like a whole discrete, like a duplex almost.
Oh, cool.
So you can adjust that if you need to. It's just something I saw and I was kind of like, oh.
Yeah. How
I
about
guess you're
that?
sliding down the banister outside and then coming in back in the front door.
Or there's just this hole in the ceiling.
Yeah, like the money pit, exactly.
If this one hurt him, I could just imagine the comical, just like you just see him fall.
I mean, a 10-foot drop wouldn't hurt you.
Much.
I mean, if I make the check. Fuck it. What check do I need for it?
Be athletics or acrobatics.
Both are the same, so yeah. Whee! 16.
Yay!
So you kind of just do a rolling out of a small hole in the ceiling that you guys are going to have fixed.
No, like one of the windows up on the second floor. You just like carefully opens it. It's all nice, and he just jumps out the window.
Ah,
There's like
So-
an action roll landing, maybe.
Okay, hero landing.
Well, not hero landing.
Not the
Mighty.
hero landing.
That's designed to break you.
Trying to break your knees. All right. So beer
Oh,
flight.
this gentleman, as he's getting set up, a female Tiefling comes in with him with a notebook starting to record things. He's like, this is Jenny. She is a assistant.
Ah, Jenny, and he's gonna go to take her hand and try and kiss her knuckle.
Like, we don't got time for that. Jenny, he's an adventurer. Stay away.
Hi. I'm from like
He's gonna look mildly affronted at that, and he's just gonna give her a wink anyway.
Patience is now at the door because he had to go, around the building.
Now, you got a visitor.
No, he's not a visitor. He just likes to come in and go. Come, patient, sit down, and we're gonna have some beer tasting.
His tail flicks in excitement like a cat's, and he swivels in the chair.
Now, on this end, we got the standard, regular, no frills brew.
Right.
We normally recommend sell this for only a couple copper. It's good to get people drunk. I also recommend watering it down because people can order it a lot. But this is the standard stuff that most people have. On this other end here, we get the best stuff. The best taverns and inns and bars have this. I recommend it. It's very, very strong, heavy body. People love it.
What's your
The best
suggested
brew.
market rate for it at retail?
Typically, about 5 to 6 shards a cup.
Ooh, my. Okay.
What is it called?
It's called 5 or 6 shards a cart. Called whatever you need. But when you order it from us, it is the Saluni Special.
So
Nice.
After the goddess, because we name most of our brews after the gods.
Nice.
So that's
Yeah.
fascinating. All right. I'm just gonna go through it. And basically, like he's laid out an arrangement of like little, tall shot glasses, so you can just get enough to get a taste of it without having to get completely pissed at whatever 9, 8, 10 a.m. in the morning here.
Meanwhile, patience.
No, I like to imagine when he goes to fill the samples, we don't have like sample cups, so he probably just barely has some in there, just enough to get
No,
a
like that's
taste.
what I'm saying. It's like the bar's got shot glasses behind the back there. So instead of using an actual full-on mug, he's just got like shots.
So what's the name of that mundane one? Is it just like Chanti's mundane?
It's basic bitch brew.
Nah, that's a Syriac special.
Ah,
Syrac's a bitch.
Is there there's a pumpkin spice ale?
What? No, we don't have that.
Do you have anything spicy? Well, I mean not like spicy, but it has like spice in it.
Not for the beers, but we do have our selection of wines and other alcohols. So he goes over, pulls out a couple bottles. Now, this isn't our full selection because some of the stuff is way too expensive for taste testing. Just saying.
Okay.
Uh, but we can guarantee it's good. You got the guild seal of approval.
Fancy.
Sure, and that does count for an awful lot. Just out of curiosity, because I know I have a vested interest in her, but what if you have for Our Lady Sune?
Well, it's a low mid tier, full bodied.
Aha.
It's somewhat popular amongst the dandier crowd because it's got a slightly lower alcohol volume, but it's still nice.
Okay. So that's definitely going to be a consideration here. How much does this go per glass?
This one we typically sell for about a shard, maybe 8 nibs, depending on the clientele. You live in a better neighborhood. If you rebrand it slightly, you could probably get a couple extra nibs out of it.
All right. So I'm thinking out of character, definitely going to be spending some of my time coming up with various different types and names. So here's to go with this.
Patience does too, but I'm sure the whole group will shoot him down because they're like little kid names, like Ultimate Expert Explosion Brew or something stupid.
Well, I mean, just keeping in with their tradition of dedicating your stuff to deity seems to be working out pretty well for the local clientele. So they appreciate alliteration and piousness.
Patience does ask. He wouldn't. I don't remember, and Patience definitely wouldn't remember the name of the brew that the detective had. Sees if he has that.
Oh, Elysium Brandy.
Yes.
Ooh.
He's like, ooh, somebody knows their spirits. We do have that. It's normally
Yeah, he's gonna be back in the bar, and
it's normally to order, because it isn't from around here. That thing's about 2,000 dragons a bottle.
Wow, we got treated.
I'm gonna say that's the Sune Shandy.
He's like, but Elysium Brandy, they don't call it Elysium because it's from, Waterdeep. That stuff's actually brewed in Elysium and plane shifted in.
Whoa, he wasn't kidding then. Holy crap.
Yeah.
I
They
thought he
say
was-
they have to import fiends to brew it because it's so sinfully delicious.
Sounds like a marketing trick.
Patience.
No,
Patience
that doesn't
debates.
sound right at all. There's just like you get fiends to brew something from Elysium. I just don't think that's gonna work out too well.
Patience
I-
debates if he
that's just
counts
what
as
they
a.
say.
He debates if he counts as a fiend or not.
I've even heard rumors that it can count as holy water against evil creatures because it's so amazing. That's probably a lie. I'll be honest, that's just marketing there.
I was just gonna say that sounds like something.
I don't know. That seems pretty realistic from my experience.
I mean, you could test it out. 2,000 dragons a bottle. I obviously have to bring it later.
Yeah.
No, I
We don't have
think
the
we
finances
could-
at the moment for that.
We've already had a flavor sampling of that one in particular, so we know it's decent. And by decent, I mean indecent.
We should make that one like the top tier thing in the menu. Something like maybe once.
That's not even on the menu. That's just like you have to know to ask for it.
We
Yes.
do have a special this month. Asmodeus wine. It's flavored with cinnamon, making it hot and spicy. I think it tastes amazing.
Oh, there you go, Patience.
Of course, Patience, after he samples it, fully agrees.
So I'm imagining at this point, Dana is coming back in.
The cardboard beer.
Just went back to the shitty end of town to continue to pay lodging for her horse because I don't know if there's a stable up this end of town that we can afford. How much does a stabling cost for a horse in the sheep end of Dock Ward?
Take 3 nibs.
Do I recognize the cart of booze?
Well, I recognize booze. This is the venter that was supposed to come the next day that you almost forgot about.
So far, we've had the no frills, like the basic brew for like 2 coppers, and then we found a Sune Shandy for a silver, and what he calls the saloon special for 5 silver. And then we were just talking about a couple of other options as well, and we found some kind of a cinnamon wine, a spiced wine.
Awesome.
Patience was in the mood for something a little spicy.
I'm gonna knock back whatever is on the table, not currently in somebody's hand.
Just walks in. Go.
Yeah, no.
That's not how tasting works.
Damn, you guys should have told me that this was happening. I completely forgot. You couldn't have told me. Yeah.
Rogh's got a selection of like shot glasses with it's like a beer flight basically.
Now, like I said, you got different things. He recommends a general selection of basics to get you going at least.
Started.
How many in that assortment would that be? Like a dozen or so?
Enough to last you.
No, I meant like variety-wise. How many different varieties? Then we can talk about quantity.
I would say around 12 different flavors would
Yeah.
make sense.
It's 12 flavors of beer, about 5 different wines, and then a selection of other things, just to mix and match, see what really goes. Because beyond beer and wine, it really depends on your clientele. Some places really want the strong stuff, like down in Dark Ward, whiskey. People love that shit. But up in Castle Ward, they're more of the fruity flavor, fruit stuff.
Cocktail umbrellas and shit.
Patients would mention that they might have a potential customer for that 2,000 gold a bottle stuff.
I mean, it seems like he's got his own supply.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm sure once word gets out that we've got it on stock, once we get it in stock, probably won't be
I
happening.
would say let's hold off on that one for now.
oh yeah, for sure.
That one after we get up and going.
Yeah, we take the one that costs more than fixing up
Everything
our
else.
house.
Yeah.
The Zebediah appears and pays for everything, and then leaves. Nah, I kid.
Ghosted.
Wrong universe.
That's a parallel universe. So,
He plane shifts in and he pays for everything in the mix.
after a nice selection of different things, he gives you the bill, which a lot of it will be covered by Radar. Some of it's not, but you know how to divide everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's our actual outlay? Factory head.
That's the stuff that you're going to be out of pocket is subsumed into the 1,000 some.
The dog is hunting something.
Yeah. And that's mainly getting the proper, cups, vessels, stuff, because some of the stuff you have is unsalvageable, some it is, but Never Ember's going to pay for the bulk of it.
Okay.
You know he's probably not going to pay for this fancy special selection that he's going to be like 2,000 dragons? No.
No.
12 kegs of beer? I can cover you for a year. That? No patience.
The patients probably while we're finishing up that kind of stuff, he's got a paper out and some kind of writing utensil, maybe a pen or quill or something, and he's sketching up some stuff.
Question.
Mhm.
Senna does not hesitate to down as much booze of this as possible. Is she drunk at this point?
It's not enough to
Okay.
really, as it's sampling things.
I just didn't know how much we had at the moment.
Oh, gosh.
You should consider yourself thankful they didn't make you spit in a bucket.
I mean,
As
why
you say
would
that,
I?
the guy's like, and waste beer?
Yeah, Jesus, what's wrong with you?
I like to think if we tested out 12 beers, they probably all the samples total would be like 1 beer's worth of beer.
I'm probably close to that.
One pint total.
Yeah.
So
Him and his person leaves. And right as they leave, before you guys walk out, someone else walks in. A halfling. Male.
do we recognize this fellow?
Nope. He just comes up, he's like, howdy everybody.
Hi,
Name's Broxley.
Broxley.
Good
Do
day.
we recognize that name?
Just
I
patient.
recognize his badge of affiliation if he has any.
Looks
Where-
like
Yeah.
he's wearing the livery of the innkeepers.
Ah,
Oh, sweet.
So, I hear you're trying to reopen this place.
We are, yeah.
hi.
Cool.
Come on in, have a seat.
You
Now,
even got the blessing of the old proprietor. And
oh, I didn't know you were still around.
oh, he's
He's around here
here.
somewhere.
As he
He's here
says that, and he
There's
goes to
just
sit
like-
down, and the chair just
Is here in spirit.
yeah,
as Violet walks back in. Spirit. Anyway, just came to talk about your new establishment. Now, I know we're the Guild of Innkeepers, but we also cover taverns, inns, restaurants, and a few other things like that.
Yeah.
Just saying, I'm just gonna put it on the table. Joining the guild, I recommend it. You get the perks. You don't have the issues that you get without joining.
But we fully anticipated to join the guild if that's
wonderful.
November's paying for it anyway.
Yeah.
That is guild fees, yes.
Good. So you don't have to worry about any unpleasantnesses. Cool.
Oh.
What are the perks, might I ask?
Not getting kneecapped, apparently.
Well, the perks are like, let's say there's 5 taverns and inns in a 2-3 block radius. One's a guild member, 4 are not. That guild member will get their stuff first for supplies, possibly a bit cheaper. You don't have to go out of their way for things. And they will be advertised. Like when adventurers come in town, they're like, I need to stay at an inn. Wow, it just so happens that all the people recommend your inn, not the other guys.
Is there much market competition for other guild-sponsored inns in this particular neighborhood?
This neighborhood? You're actually about the only one.
Yeah, I think
the
there's
closest
one
one's about
down the
2
road.
blocks away. So there's competition in the radius. It's just this block. It's actually pretty cool now that you're starting up here. People around here could use a nice gathering establishment that serves nice food, drink, and pleasant entertainment.
Cool.
Back to the food again. Patience, you're in luck, son.
Hooray!
On the pod, well, since you all already have decided to join the guild, there's not much more I can do for you because my sales pitch is done.
So what, really, you just came down here to try and sell us on the guild when we were already sold? Well,
Yeah,
sorry
makes my
for
job
wasting
easy.
your time.
I believe we were told the guilds would come to us. So thank you.
Yes, a lot of us do.
Yes.
Yes, we want to make sure everybody does it well. But since I'm here, I'm going next door for some ice cream.
Ooh, mind if I join you?
Patience, lad, we've got more to do here. We're not done yet.
Oh, right. And he
He
continues.
can take his ice cream to go.
He continues drawing whatever he's drawing.
I'm gonna lean over and look at what you're drawing.
He's drawing up a sign for the front of our tavern.
What does it look like?
What he thinks it should look like, and it's it looks like Durnan's picture in the book, except he's ghostly looking. He got like the ghost tail going. So like for reference, ooh, I'm pouring some ale, but like the bottom part of him is like a ghostly tail.
Nice.
Maybe enough that he doesn't look completely exactly like Durnan, just like this.
So
Or is
just,
he going
just
the
a,
entire other direction and have it be like the Ghostbusters ghost with a tap?
Yeah. Patience got a 12 on whatever that would be to draw, so I don't know.
It's good. Need some shading work.
I mean, I'm using a quill, so I don't know how well I can do that.
You got like the super black quill and then the hard quill over here.
can you not?
So, you guys gonna go to the horse now that the main people are, seems to have come already for the day. Then you have Aina, the servant, to answer the door when you're away. If
Yeah.
you need it.
Um,
Unless you don't trust her.
Patience takes like a little... I don't know if this would be a nail or what. I don't want to nail it, but his picture, up in the refrigerator equivalent.
Entry.
I mean, we probably have nails around.
I know Patience does, that's why I'm not sure if I should use my nails or...
Why do you have nails?
He's a tiefling. He's got claws.
You don't, as he just... You see he already has like 2 or 3 in his mouth, and he has the carpenter hammer, and he's like getting
Oh, I thought
ready.
you meant like his nails. Sorry.
He's like getting ready to...
I do not have that. I don't know. I might. I have a Dungeoner's pack. I don't know what's in there.
He shrugs, and then when he goes to hammer in the nail, it's like a it's not like. I think I gotta find good surface. Give me a second.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dungeoneer's pack. You'd have 10 pythons, which
It's
would
more.
make
It's more like.
Yeah, they're not quite the same.
All right, so
So, any idea where we start looking for a talking horse?
whoa,
Didn't they say what neighborhood it was in? It was in. I thought it was in the castle section. You said.
I don't think he said.
yeah, maybe double low.
Stables have horses, right?
Yeah.
And the city has how
Typically.
many stables? Quite a few there, right?
I would say a couple hundred.
Yeah, quite a few.
Well, we better get going then. Whee!
We'll just fly up.
Yeah, he's off to find the nearest stable.
All right, so as you guys are searching,
Question.
investigation checks.
Did I hear anything about it? Could I have asked about a talking horse while I was explaining why I wasn't there for the booze tasting?
Nat 1.
Wow. That's a 6.
Fine.
That being said, it was still a 5 because I actually do have proficiency in investigation.
I also got a nat 1.
Damn it. Save us, Violet! Our rolls are so bad.
What am I rolling for?
Investigation.
To find the talking horse.
But I'm not here.
Oh, you're
Oh,
not here
actually-
yet?
No, she's out there.
Well,
I
judging by the time it took for taste testing and stuff, you
I
could
could
go
join.
back. Yeah.
Well, if that's cool, I'll join again. Okay. Let's see some investigations. Why did I roll another 6? What the hell? That's a 6.
Our highest
Our
was a
highest,
6.
seriously, a 6.
Horsey, here, horsey.
Yeah, you guys are just like,
We're just going up and talking to every horse, stopping every stagecoach.
are you the
Looking like
keymaster?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Wait for the signal, then all prisoners will be released.
Dude.
Are you guys wasted?
Probably a little.
Yeah, maybe a little bit inconvenienced by the beer. It occurs to me we're not having much luck. We might want to sleep this off a little.
Would you know anyone who knows things about talking horses?
I mean, we could always head down to the awning portal and ask around there and maybe have another
The thing
drink.
did occur to me.
Uh,
We do have a detective that lives next door.
There's no horses at the
who asked for
portal.
like 50 dragons for everything? So no, I don't think we
That's
should
fair.
ask the detective.
I mean, you could just poke your head in there and ask him which direction the horse is in. Just see if it'll give you that for free.
I would say let's
Have you heard of any famous horse adventures?
Wait a minute, isn't there like a stablers and farriers guild?
There are.
If we
They
haven't,
might know about a talking horse.
if we haven't heard of any famous horse adventures, I don't think they'll be at the yawning portal.
Horse adventures.
So
Centaurs.
I
That
say we
actually
go-
would be really cool to have a centaur there.
I say we go to the guild hall and see if they know anything.
sure.
Isn't there also it's pulling one of those drays, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a guild for
I
So,
imagine it would probably be the farriers and them as well.
I thought it was a different one.
Like for taxi, right?
There is a cart guild, I think.
Let's find out.
Whoops.
Wow,
I'm
this is,
trying to look stuff up.
this is a really shy talking horse. Doesn't like to talk very much, I guess.
I mean, would you?
I mean, that's fair.
Patience is saying that because his investigation was him just literally going up to a horse and being like, "Hi,
Yeah.
are you a talking horse?"
I think it was like coachman or something.
Yeah. That's the order of carters and coachmen. Fellowship. So they probably control the coaches.
So, do you think the horse guild or the coach guild?
They're not the same guild?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Well, I would say let's go to the coaches because every coach has a horse, but not every horse has a card attached.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
So, let's go there.
So you go to one of the areas where the coach men are.
Yeah.
It's very busy, people walking in and out. See people like going over to his side, handing some papers, grabbing coach and stuff.
I'm gonna go in and see whoever in the area looks like they might be a supervisor that aren't like just going there to pick up their taxi and leave.
This guy behind the counter.
I will.
It is
approach
a
him.
elf.
Is his name Bojack?
No,
Okay.
Jack Bow.
Okay.
It's like, so renting a cart,
Not quite.
renting a coachman.
We were looking for a specific Dre, I believe.
Got the
and,
number?
It has a talking horse.
A what?
Yeah,
a
right?
talking horse. Yeah.
Okay, if you're gonna just
No, we're not.
screw around with me,
We're not messing with you.
No, really, son. We're actually this is a serious venture. We really are indeed actually. Of course,
a talking horse.
have you
Yeah,
ever heard any rumors about it? I mean, if, clearly you don't take it seriously, but you may have heard it.
I mean, I think I would know if our horses could talk.
Well, maybe if they don't talk to you, do you ever talk to them?
Why would I talk to a horse? They can't talk back.
Ah, as far as you know.
It's a bummer that none of us know to speak with animals.
Yeah, what a bummer.
You fucking have that spell.
No.
I mean,
Oh, okay.
if it's a talking horse, then what does it matter if we can talk to it or not? We at talk. No.
Well, we could talk to other horses.
I guess, yeah.
The guy's just like, if you were wanting to talk to horses, you can either find a druid, or I know rumors of a special mushroom that can do the same thing. Though that might be more in your head than actual talking.
I don't think the mushroom's gonna help.
Well, they're commonly found in horse piles anyway.
I am intrigued by the mushroom, though.
I'm not against taking the mushrooms, but not right now. Well, let's find the horse first.
The mushrooms might help us find the horse.
I mean,
It'll help you find a lot of other things too. Or,
you find the end of a pier really quick as well if you're not careful.
I mean, I've definitely swum while drunk before. It's not the worst.
I don't know. Mushroom sounds fun.
It's not like being drunk.
I don't know. I don't think she's ever had mushrooms. Well, thank you. Any idea who would know something about like weird, strange happenstances like that?
so again,
Any idea who might know where to go for something like this?
to
Honestly,
find a talking horse.
I'm aware it's a long shot. We're just trying here.
I still think our best chances are to go into the drawing portal and listen for rumors. That's the best place for rumors.
Yeah, I'm sure they know something about horses there. I'd hope so.
I mean,
Well, it's just if you ever expected a person to come in sick from shock at hearing their horse talk, it would probably be the tavern. Because sure, if I know anything, it's that if my horse was talking to me, I would need a damn strong drink to steady the
Well,
nerves.
actually, now I think about it, Daisy said we should check the trades world.
Wait, who's Daisy?
The horse outside.
Coachman at this point, at Ben Dusk is like, guys, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave for now. Come back when you're not on the sauce. I can smell it on your breath. I know you're trying to say that you're fine, but I got business to attend. There's people forming lines behind you.
We will leave.
Let's go, guys. I get it, Rogh. We're gonna go for a drink. Let's
It
go
was
for
just
drink.
a tasting. We're fine.
I'm looking at Patience. I'm like, okay, I can't honestly. You're not foolish enough that you actually found the horse and didn't think it was the right horse, did you?
No. Daisy points literally to the horse, like just outside. She said that there's apparently a horse that can talk to people in the transport somewhere.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm gonna give him the side eye.
No, I'm serious.
Do we think he's just being an idiot? I'm still partially drunk.
Wait, you guys don't speak horse?
Fucking no!
Ah.
I got a 25 on my insight check.
Patience? Is Patience speaking the truth?
I would say with that 25, you probably know I am able to cast Speak with Animals via
God
invocation.
fucking damn it, dude!
Patience
I
wouldn't
literally
describe
just
it
said-
that way, though.
Okay.
He just thinks he
Alright.
can talk to animals. He doesn't realize.
So he's an idiot, but he believes himself.
Yes.
So where did Daisy tell us that we should go?
She said the trade war.
Let's go to the trades ward then.
For lack of any better idea, I guess so. But if this doesn't pan out, by God, we're going for a drink at the tavern.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we're gonna go for a drink at the tavern anyway.
If
It's
Patience...
not that far from the yawning portal anyway. It's right in the next ward, so we can go there after this if that doesn't work out.
Would
But
Patience...
patience, you're picking up the tab if we run out on this.
Okay, but I gotta tell you, I'll be washing dishes for a while.
We're heading to the trades ward.
Is there any anywhere I could buy an apple on the way there?
Yeah,
Oh, that's smart.
Okay, I buy an apple.
2 nibs.
Ooh, expensive apple. Okay.
For sure is. Shit, we could buy a bushel of them.
You know,
Okay, fair.
you just buy the first one you find.
Yep.
We are still probably in North Ward,
Patience.
so
Patience.
everything's inflated.
Patience would foolishly go to the like ridiculously overpriced one that's just super advertised everywhere.
Yeah, and instead of like buying the deal where you get like 20 apples for a shard or so, you're like, nope, I'm just gonna buy one singular apple.
Okay.
Only need one.
Yeah. So did Daisy just say just anywhere in the trades ward, or
Dre's move.
okay, that's fair.
Patience
I guess
just
let's
shrugs.
hire us a Dre.
He just shrugs.
So you get on the tray. It's like a nib apiece to go down.
Okay, a nib.
And you're in the trades ward. Lots of businesses and stores here. It's almost as if there's a lot of trades.
Huh. As we're getting off, he goes. Patience asks the horse if he knows.
Right. Don't travel too. I just do this one journey. Sorry.
Okay.
Apple.
Like this is literally Thana eating her trail rations. Like I genuinely don't know whether he's cracked and going insane or not.
Did Patience maybe go on a bend with some drugs last night?
No, but
mean,
he
it's
probably
possible.
did get his bell rung a couple of times too. So
He did say it got jumped.
I heard that.
So while we're riding around in this dray, Rogh actually does know a song concerning a horse, and he is going to be singing that in the hopes that perhaps it might be a little offended and turn around and ask him to say, "I beg your pardon." I'm not gonna go into the song right now, but it's basically a song about trying to pull a horse that fell into a pond and froze to death. So
Shit.
So you're walking on trades ward, singing a song.
and I'll give a performance check, and it'll turn into like kind of like you know those pedal taverns that have like the music going way too loud. So my performance for that is going to be an 18. So I'll just be serenading the entirety of the ward as we roll down the street.
Nobody's offended. Like, but you're supposed to stand on the corner.
I guess like
Patience.
every stopped dray that we pass, I'm gonna reach out and pet the horse and say hello and
The guy on the
like,
tray is just
no like
first aside.
you're a good horsey, you're sweet and hello and hope that it fucking talks back to me. I know I'm insane.
Fana, please.
Investigation checks.
Please.
Patience is doing the same, but he's
What else are we supposed to do?
but he's making
Alright.
horse noises.
Much better this time. I got an 18 on my investigation roll.
I got a 12.
Same as last time, Kevin.
I can't believe you. I got the 15.
What's your plan?
Here's to Charlie Horse.
As you're walking,
his master.
Rogh, as you go by a dray, a small symbol on the bit and bridle catch your attention. It is a crescent moon with a harp.
Ooh. Harper's.
And a few seconds later, Violet sees the same thing.
Okay, so Rogh is going to look over at the horse, and he's going to look at the driver of the. Is there a driver attached to this dray right now, or is it just sitting idle?
He's just
Dan is
sitting up
probably
there.
arguing this with the driver,
reading a
who's
game.
like thinks I'm going insane or drunk
So-
and harassing his horse.
So yeah, he'll conclude his song. Charlie's gone to the big corral where all good horses go, and he's going to lean into the horse and kind of like put his arm around the neck of it, like he's trying to sing along with the horse.
Horse is
And
like, do you mind?
I knew we'd find you soon enough, you beauty.
You're not one of them humans, are you?
No. And
We don't hear this, right?
no, I
it's
just
normal.
I provoked it into talking.
Yeah,
So-
but like we all hear it talking, yeah.
You can hear Dark.
Oh, okay.
The rider's like,
I'm gonna show the Harper's badge that we picked up. So no,
Oh.
we were sent to find you.
oh,
You're a
that's
bit
nice.
you're a bit difficult to track down, you know.
Yes, that's the point.
um,
So what can I help you with?
Are you the keymaster? No.
No.
Mert was wondering
Apple?
if you'd encountered. Mert was wondering if you'd encountered any the identities of any Zentaro agents in your travels.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I believe I've might have uncovered some information. No, you didn't hear it from me.
Of course not. You're a horse.
I gave a ride to a sun elf and a half orc. They're half orc bodyguard. About 2-3 days ago. I picked them up at an intersection. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what intersection. Sorry, I have trouble reading considering
That's
I have
fair.
blinders on.
Fair.
Kind of hard to see at the corners. But then I dropped them off at the yawning portal. I remember them talking about hiring spies to root out some Xanathar guild hideouts. And he gives, or she gives, a very detailed description of what they look like. And they actually match appearances of people you've seen. One is a fellow named Davil Starsong. He's not a super regular, but you've seen him at the Yawning Portal. And the other one fits the description of Yegra.
Oh no!
Oh, hey, my bud Jaeger.
Oh.
He's like, so,
Out of character, remind me who Diego is.
She's the half orc.
does a lot of arm wrestling. Got in the fight at the very beginning. She does work as a bodyguard.
She's the one that threw me across the room, I think.
Yeah. Also, the one that Violent was hitting on.
Oh.
I mean,
Well-
one off.
So, that's what I know. Sorry I can't be more helpful.
No, that was grand. Thank you.
Yeah.
Everybody?
And so I'm gonna look to the Dray coach driver, and I'm gonna just flip him a couple of nibs, and I'm gonna say, extra sugar cube that horse.
Okay. Maxine, you get extra tonight.
Does the
like-
horse respond to him?
Yeah, she just looks back. It's like, nah. Or sorry. Gotta get my right animals.
Mm-hmm.
There. That one, yeah.
Pretend that was me.
Okay, so are we going to the yawning portal, or are we going right straight back to Merc? Because technically, all he asked us was to talk to her.
Yeah, we don't have to do anything. Let's just go contact Merc.
Patience starts heading towards the yawning portal.
I'm worried about Yegra, though. I'm worried she's caught up in something that might turn out poorly for her.
For us or for her?
For her.
I mean,
we ain't doing anything illegal.
No, but we're assuming that Yeager doesn't know what she's getting involved in and didn't do this on purpose.
That's fair.
how about you guys go to Merc and I go talk to Yegra?
Patience is in the cab and tells the driver, to the yawning portal.
Maybe patience.
He's sitting there. He's like, wrong route.
Oh,
You want the one down on that street.
Okay, he jumps out.
Yeah,
So I guess the two of you are going to the yawning portal.
Sure.
and then we'll head back and talk to Merc.
Yeah.
Yay, let's split up, gang.
Yep, this couldn't go terribly.
So,
We will be hustling over to the portal as soon as we're done.
people at the going to Yawning Portal get there a hell of a lot quicker than people going to Merc. So you see the Yawning Portal. It's about a little bit early in the afternoon, so not too busy at the moment. Derlin's behind the counter. You see. One second, their names. Bonnie's still working. Give me a second. I'm almost there. Oh no, I broke something. There we go. Yeah, you see Matron, 3 strings, Yagra.
Hey, Agra.
Yeah. Basically, you see the regulars, some other faces you aren't familiar with. It's pretty cool.
The second patient notices her, he probably just goes right up to her table.
Patience, please. Could you just like
We're going
hang
to talk.
back?
We're going to talk to her, right?
Yes. Let me talk to her. You hang back and like see if she or anyone else is going to do something. Okay? I'm going to no. Listen. I'm going to pretend I'm buying her a drink, just in case we are being watched.
Okay. Hey, Algra, I'm gonna sit over there. I just sit over there.
Watch, he's just sitting on like the well, and he's just like slowly leaning further closer to the ladder.
Further and further.
Patient is sitting down, and Volo just sits next to him. Hey, it's been a bit.
Oh,
How's
hey.
it going?
I'm going good. Talked to a few horses. It was fun.
Oh, you been Maxine too.
Wait, what?
What?
Who's Maxine?
The talking horse?
Oh my god. Oh shit, he wasn't there. I don't know if he actually heard the name. He just knows we were looking for a talking horse.
I think Volo's a good enough bard, and Patience is not proficient at all, that he knows he's just bluffing him. At least for
A liar knows a liar.
Okay. And then Patience goes to talk about, oh yeah, there's Maxine, but actually, and then he goes into like talking about what the other horses talk about, which is probably something like, I pooped over there, or something.
Volo's, as you're talking, brings in conversation about a haunted place he's visited, trying to write his book. It's like, yeah, very spooky. Not really. This place, the ghost poltergeist, it just has a habit of de-pantsing people. Nothing malevolent.
That's funny.
Yeah. Especially when it's cold out.
Do you think they'd be able to do that if they had suspenders on?
Gotta test that. Meanwhile, at the actual plot, Violet sits there, and Jaeger's like, and about it?
And I'm bringing like 2 glasses of beer. Like,
Ooh.
if you up for a drink?
As
Yes.
drinking it.
You're just saying that because I'm a half orc. I like to drink. Of course I do. I'm a half orc.
Violet's a full orc.
Yeah, she drinks more.
There's nothing wrong with a drink, no matter what time. So, how you been doing lately? I didn't get to see you past 2 days.
Pretty good. Had a couple jobs. Nothing too complex.
Anything interesting?
Same old, same old. Protect some pencil-necked geek.
Huh? What do they need protecting from?
Oh, typical things, got money, people want to rob them, protect them from being robbed.
Well, do you think it's not very problematic for you?
I've been a bodyguard for years. It's what I do. I mean, this job is a bit boring. That's why I come here and arm wrestle and get in fights so much, get actual excitement in life.
I mean, I'm with you. It's hard finding a proper challenge sometime.
Patience's tiefling ear twitches like a cat's when he overhears this part of the conversation.
Aspires. So listen, I'm not someone who usually beats around the bush, I think, And
Oh,
she winks.
that's not what you're saying the other night. Anyway.
Heyo!
The bard in the corner.
Weird anthropomorphic creature in the back, and he's just like, "Good night, everybody."
I've heard that this person you're protecting, that they're into some deep shit. And I'm not saying you can't handle yourself, but I just want you to be safe, I don't want you to get ganked by some assassin types or something.
Oh, I've been able to take care of myself. Like I said, it's been pretty boring, though some things are happening that are concerning, but should be fine. She's looking around.
Patience is at the other table, clearly looking at them.
Just like creeping.
You know how Patience is. He's
Can I come
always
over
ready
now?
for an arm wrestle.
Yeah. Maybe if I arm wrestle him, he'll stop staring.
Maybe. And then we could have some privacy.
I can hear you. It's an open tavern, and there's not many people here.
Bolo's like, wait, you weren't wanting to listen to my stories? Rude.
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 Huh?
Gets up and just walks to another table. Hey, Storm!
Oh crap! I was talking to Volo. Whoops.
Oops.
So she's like, all right. Now, I normally don't tell you stuff because you are, one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I've heard, and, you're trying to say I should keep safe. I think you are the one who needs to be watching your back.
Can Patience do a stealth check as he tries to get over to the table?
God damn it.
You get them stuff.
Ooh, 13. Not bad. I don't think it passes your guys' passives, but still.
My... what's passive again? Wisdom?
Yeah, 10 plus whatever your perception modifier is. So if you have
That's 11 then. I don't see
Yeah.
Patience, I guess.
Under the table.
Yeah, I just all of a sudden come up from under the table at a chair. At the table.
Oh.
That's right.
All right.
He's like a cat.
She put your arm out for an arm wrestle.
Ooh. Dirty 20.
8. She's distracted.
Ooh,
You
shit.
actually beat her. She's like,
What
wow.
the fuck happened?
Yes. He then leaves.
Yeah, Gray, you know he's never gonna shut up about that now.
Durnan, I won! He goes over to Durnan, and he's harassing the poor guy.
Turns just
He's
like,
just like, yay.
yep.
He's like, I'm like, and about the weather, man, it's really nice this time of year. And he's like, dude, that is a really cool sword. Where'd you get the sword? You know,
He's like
it's
brushing the metal tankard in his hand.
As you say that, Volo comes out of nowhere. Well, there's an interesting story of how he
no!
So you were saying I should watch myself, Jaeger?
Yes. I don't want to say too much because you're one of them, but something is coming.
That pissed someone off.
No.
For anybody watching in the Zoom chat, I just put in, I just typed in, watch out, the brain chihuahuas are coming for us. For the intellect devours.
Stop my train of thought there.
Sorry.
I mean, it's October. It's spooky.
It's like there's a reason the gangs are fighting more than usual, and it's not good. I've been hearing rumors from my contacts. It's something bad's coming, real bad.
Some sort of power shift in the city? Something the lords can't deal with?
Yeah, something like I don't know details. Like you haven't heard anything from me, but from what I've heard, something old, someone is coming back, and my employers are not. They're nervous.
Well, of course, people in power are always nervous when something like this happens. Well, I've actually heard about some troubles with that my family is also having. I mean, you know, my adopted family is having troubles. Seems it's something all across the city.
Yeah, bad times. That's why I drink.
And we drink.
Is Jesse back yet?
Jesse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guess not.
So, still at the yawning portal. Or we could do part of Mertz. So,
Continue.
as Thana and Cardboard walk to where Mert's place was.
And Seaward, so like the clear other end of town almost.
Oh
Oh shit, you've got the D100 out. The fucking golf ball.
my.
Gotta use it for something. Ugh, can't read it.
Tiny.
Whatever's
goes.
exactly on the top.
What the hell is that, Scully?
So, you knock on his door. No answer. Knock again. No answer. One of the neighbors like, he's not home. Stop knocking.
Any idea when he'll when he'll come back by?
He's like never home. I like see him home like once or twice a year or something.
Any idea where he hangs out?
No.
Alright.
All I know is when he does come home, it sucks.
Okay. I'm gonna reach into my bag and pull out, I don't know, like some piece of paper that I have from somewhere or another. And write down, hey, we found your contact, talk to them. Meet us at the at Troskull Alley.
And we're back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we went to Mert's place and he's not home. So I was gonna leave him a note to come meet us at Troskull Alley.
I thought we were going to the bar.
No, Patience and Violet were going to the bar.
No, I'm after there.
Oh, shit. All right, maybe.
Yeah, you're gonna go meet Merc, then go meet them at place.
Maybe we'll be at the
I still want to go to the portal.
We'll be at the yawning portal until like whatever time it is, 2-3 hours from now. And then otherwise meet us at Troskull Manor. Yeah. And then we trump all the way back across town to the yawning portal. Oh wait, no, it's not that far different because we're in Sea Ward. So that's right above Castle Ward where the yawning portal is. Yeah. So by the time we make it to the yawning portal, has Patience been kicked out for annoying the shit out of Durnan yet?
I think by now, I think Volo has suppressed Patience, and Patience isn't happy. He's just sitting there.
He's just sitting there listening to Volo ramble about architecture and how interesting the City of the Dead is.
Actually, I don't know. I think Durnan would hate Volo, too, for the same reasons.
Yeah, he probably just tunes them out.
Durnan's just like,
Patience has that horrible situation that no one wants to be in, where they're in a conversation and they can't leave it, so they're just sitting there nodding and being like, uh-huh, mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
and then Volo's like, and then, after I wrote my first book, Volo's Guide to All Things Magical, I decided to write a book about Waterdeep in the North. And here's a rough draft of the papers and stuff I had.
He wasn't paying attention, and the second he starts pulling out stuff, he's just like, oh, right, things. Uh-huh.
I want it so bad.
Those birds and the chirping noises is probably his head. Like, you know, he's in his head. That too.
See a guy walk in with a sheep.
Just into the yawning portal.
Yeah. Sheep looks familiar.
It's a sacrifice to the Undermountain. He just chucks it in the
Looks like that old goat from
My familiar is a sheep.
the one from the bath.
Are any of them big enough to seat 4 people and can flap up with electricity?
Nah, they might get a shock if you rub them off.
I think maybe after the bath, yeah. You know, when they go to dry off and they get all poofy.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm reminded of that episode of Looney Tunes when Sylvester falls into the washer and gets, like, auto wash and, like, comes out like a dandelion fluff.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody remember that?
Yeah.
So, the gang is all here. You see Violet basically flirting and talking with Agra some more. Patience just sitting next to Volo.
He's like,
I'm popping down on the other side of Volo and ordering a booze.
Oh,
Or a beer, rather, I guess.
Miss Ruby Eye, right?
Oh, yeah, hi.
I was just talking to your friend here. Look what I found out a couple centuries ago in Waterdeep. And it just starts telling you about old buildings and shops and stuff.
She's intrigued. She's into history and learning
Patience.
about stuff.
Rogh is actually going to try and, like, outlore Volo, but not, like, in the terms of just, not in, like, trying to outdo his story level, but just, like, outdo his ability to tell stories and just...
Oh, you will fail.
Well, I mean, he's a lore bard, so this is literally what he do.
yeah,
How much
but
does a ale cost in the yawning portal?
You notice you get one for free for distracting Volo from talking to Durna.
Okay. All right. So I
think Volo invented the lore bard, though.
As you guys are going, you see Three Strings like, story off!
Yeah, no, I was just saying is that I rolled a 23 on a charisma
Jesus
saving throw
Christ.
to try and convince Volo to just keep talking and keep talking. I'm trying to soak up all of this lore. So if you want to call it an investigation check, we can. Just because I'm soaking up any kind of useful tidbit.
Just like,
might
here,
help.
read Volo's Guide to Waterdeep.
Basically, but like I'm paying in beers instead of paying for a book. You know.
And
I think I might actually come out better on this deal.
Patience will, it's somewhere in there, be like, oh yeah, why is Troll Skull Alley called Troll Skull Alley?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's a great question. How about that one there? You got an answer for that?
Holy
Volo?
shit, do we stump Volo?
Okay, Volo's like,
Patience looks happy just because it's quiet for just a moment.
You actually stop
Half the-
talking for a moment.
at the end's just like,
There's that ringing silence, like everybody's turned to look at the exchange happening now.
It's like a
And-
standard cowboy saloon scene when people enter from their outsiders, except it's just Volo not talking, and everyone's like, what?
Even Three Strings has gone silent. He's like, oh no.
Does he turn to two strings? Is one of the strings just like, twang?
Volo's like, I don't know. I never investigated that.
And there's just the whole crowd just cheers. The entire bar just erupts and cheers. He did it! He stumped him!
Patience gets the jackpot prize.
Yeah, there was like a Deadpool going on Volo.
No. Yeah, good.
From what I gather, it was called Troskal for as far as anyone knows, because the history kind of, before a certain point, wasn't really recorded too well, and was a lot of it was lost and destroyed during the couple of wars. So he starts walking away like, must find
Out.
info.
Oh, we
I'm gonna
broke
buy-
him.
I'm gonna buy Patience a beer for that one.
He shrugs, he doesn't know why you bought him one, and goes, thanks. And he drinks
That
it.
was genius, lad. So after that,
What?
I'm gonna go wander over and sit down with Three Strings and just jam out with him.
So is this like the first time we're going to see Volo actually being serious? Because he actually needs to find out something.
As
First time he's like, a thing I didn't know.
I'm
I
actually gonna
must
be-
know everything.
I'm actually gonna be playing for coin on this one, and I'm making 19 on the performance check for that.
Oh shit, yeah, we need to make monies.
you get a grand total of 3 dragons.
Ooh,
Oh, hey, is there a help board in the yawning portal?
like odd jobs.
Yeah. For
Well,
anybody wondering, yes, me and the dog both love
Rogh,
frozen peas.
As you are sitting with Three Strings, he's like, starts singing, but he starts shifting his music to where at first you just think he's playing off, but then as you are listening, you realize he's trying to communicate using a old bard code that you
Okay.
learned at the bar New Olom.
Mm-hmm.
And basically it's like, hey, Brother Harper, what's up? What'd you find out with Maxine?
And I will relay back the info dump that we got from Maxine via the same code. And coincidentally, we'll be actually singing the same song, Charlie Horse, that I was singing when I landed on the dog. Just because it's a nice up tempo song, and it's a good kind of carousing and drinking. It makes you want to hoist your thing. And here's to Charlie Horse, here's to Shay the Master. No other course ne'er ran the course, nor pulled the logs more faster. Here's to Charlie Horse, and I want you all to know, Charlie's gone to the big corral where all good horses go. So it's that kind of a drinking song. And,
Yeah.
but he will relay that information back to Three Strings.
Do things like, cool, nice, need to work on your accent. It's dope because there's no.
Dennis just striking a conversation up with anybody at the bar and asking about various different, like anything anybody heard of, rumors, interesting stuff.
I heard there's an easy spot to nab apples over on the trades war.
When he hears three strings give that little dig about the accent, he's just gonna cock one eyebrow like Spock at him. Just, really?
Yeah, you just trot right over to it and just grab one real quick.
No, I was talking to three strings.
Oh.
Well, gesticulating, I suppose.
Just like, are you talking about the horses again?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Mm-hmm. You said trot. I'm pretty sure you're talking about horses.
Nay, he would never do such a thing.
So you've communicated with the Harper.
Scared away Volo.
Scared Volo. What y'all do now?
Well,
It's starting to get dark, right?
Um,
Probably head home.
I told Mert that we'd be here for X amount of hours. So when we get close to that, we should head home.
Patience probably
how
spends the rest of the time trying
well
to get dirty.
is Violet flirting with Diego?
Charisma check.
Hmm.
Or whichever persuasion, deception, intimidate, whichever one you're trying to go for. I mean, I'm not going to judge, but I'm going to judge.
I mean, I'd kind of judge if you used intimidate to seduce someone.
well, I mean, they're orcs, right? I mean,
This is an orc seducing a half orc. I don't know.
I mean, that's fair.
like
Okay.
Klingons or something that throw furniture at each other inside.
Love me!
Yeah, they might
Bam!
make it rough.
It's not a good evening until someone breaks a rib.
Yes.
Yeah, no. Traditional nuptial presents for a marrying orc couple is a brand new bed that they will promptly destroy.
I rolled a 12 total.
So some light flirting, though you like I said, when she was talking to her there, she does seem distracted throughout the evening as you're talking, because whatever she was talking about seems to be weighing pretty heavily on her.
Well, I'm going to ask her if she wants to come by for the night, hopefully get her mind off things.
Yeah, she'll come and see what happens.
Oh, snap.
Wait. No.
Do we need to give you some privacy, lass?
I
We
mean,
all have separate rooms.
Well,
No,
I
Also
mean,
just-
not
we
sitting
don't-
next to her to hear this.
well, I don't know. Like, I'm sure the walls aren't made of paper or anything, but Orclevin might be a bit rowdy.
Oh. I just see Patience just like,
No, he would
Oh
not.
God.
He would not.
huh? No.
Violet does still own a separate house, so.
He
Or-
might,
Oh, yeah.
he might actually get stabbed for that.
No, he actually does respect privacy, believe it or not. Just
Believe
not in
it
a
or not.
public setting. And that wouldn't be a public setting.
Yeah,
Okay.
so finish our drinks and head on home.
Head on to your homes. Yeah, Mert never shows up, though before you leave, Three Strings is playing, also sends down the message like, don't rely on Mert being where you need him to be. He's very flaky.
He fucking told us to go to his house.
It's like,
I didn't hear that. I don't know what he's
Yeah.
saying.
he's like, agents will be around to give messages and stuff. Like me.
It's like, we'll be in touch.
Mert's little.
I mean, don't you want to talk to him since he's an agent?
Well, that's what
We
it's like.
did.
We can't really rely on him to be where we need him to be when we need to talk to him directly. But the gist of the message that I'm getting seems to be that when they need to get information, they'll find us. We don't have to find them.
And also, Three Strings is an agent, so you can come communicate with him and spread it through the network.
Yeah. He
So-
told Three Strings that he found we found the horse.
And we found out that your date night here is going to be one of the contacts for the Zentarum.
Possibly.
Oh, for the first time, Violet, in the morning, does notice a tattoo on Yagra that she normally just doesn't pay attention to, which is a winged snake on her inner thigh.
Honeymoon's over.
Kinky.
What grouping is the winged snake for? Do you know that?
We saw that when we were hunting down the Zentarum and almost got killed by a brain on Chihuahua Lakes.
That was not the Zentarum.
That was not?
That was Xanathar.
Oh, shit. Okay,
Zentarum.
I get those confused too. It's okay.
Xanathar to kill.
They're both evil, but one's lawful and one's chaotic.
Why the hell is both of them on Z?
No, see, it's one of them's on X, but that's why they're having a turf war is because they sound so much alike that everybody gets confused and they're all beefing over it.
Either way, you've seen the symbol before.
Mm-hmm.
It just you've for some reason never really noticed it the few
For
times
some
you've
reason,
seen.
they're always distracted.
Yeah, and they normally don't stay overnight.
Still, I think a tattoo on her thigh, I'd notice.
You would think.
I mean,
I'm
that
so
is pretty
confused.
blood
Who was this term again?
The Zentarum are kind of like the mafia.
Yeah, they're called the Black Network.
Yeah.
They
Was it the assassins we were fighting?
they were the warehouse that you
Yeah.
went to.
Yeah, the Kinkus.
The Kenku were the Xanathar who killed the Zentarum. The Zentarum are the ones who initially kidnapped Floon, and then the Xanathar killed the Zentarum and stole Floon.
Yeah. So when we hit up on in the dock ward, we were looking for the Zentarum, but we were ambushed by the Kinku assassins of the Xanathar, and the Zentarum were already dead.
For the Zentarum, just think like organized thieves and rogues and stuff, and assassins.
Okay.
And then Zentarum is just like
Wait, what?
a little bit more chaotic in that sense, where they
You just said Zentarum twice. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's not helping.
just proving the point even further.
If you want, I can start referring to the Zentarum as a Black Network, and so we can make sure the names aren't as connected, so it's not as confusing.
Yeah.
Extremely preferable. I have trouble when things start with similar phonemes.
Could we try like the eye for the Xanathar? Because that's what their logo is the eye.
It's a equilateral pointed star.
I mean, even just looking at the icon in the book, I mean that looks like a freaking eye to me. Otherwise, it's a wheel. So
It's supposed to be eye, but most people see it as a.
wheel or a sun.
They're trying to be subtle, even though everybody knows the secret now. Out of game.
well, it's purely for the player's benefit anyway, so we can tell these things
So
apart.
the Black Network and the other guys.
Okay.
Them.
And the Black Network is the Zentarum, right?
Yes.
Yes. From now on, I would try to always say the Black Network, which
Thank
is an actual name they go by.
I'm going to. We didn't really have any plans for today, right?
No, it's just
Not
Yes.
really.
talking and stuff.
So Violet is going to enjoy the morning. I don't know if Jaeger is one of those people who just wants to fuck off as soon as it's morning.
But typically, that's how things have been in the past. But you could persuade her to stay a little bit longer. I mean, you got food, drink, other things.
I'll offer it.
She'll accept.
Could I roll maybe insight or something like that to figure out anything more about the job?
Yeah.
What the hell? Why do I keep rolling sixes today? What the fuck?
Evil.
That's a 7.
Yeah, she's a bodyguard, and she's
Yep,
got
okay.
a Black Network tattoo.
That's it. Okay.
You're distracted from something.
I wonder by what. Okay. Well, I'll keep her company as long as possible, and then if later on I'll swing by the tavern. So that's me for now.
So the others. So Patience gets donuts and coffees.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, did you guys hear
Patience.
anything from Violet about how her meeting with the nobles went?
Patience tells Yagra to go to a certain bar, and that the red bitch sent her.
Do I hear this?
Oh, he tries to keep it as discreet as possible, but who knows? Like
So
on her way
assuming
out.
you're saying this pre everybody leaving for the night.
Yeah.
That or you, because Violet, I think, said went to her actual
Own
apartment.
home, yeah.
Yeah. This would be before that.
Later that evening, she might go to the place that the red bitch sent her.
God, you're heavy, Terry.
He knows she'll be able to handle herself way better than he did. He got lucky.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
She might enjoy it, actually.
So Rogh is going to spend the morning coming up with ideas for fun names for the beers.
Thana is right there with you. She may or may not have a list.
Okay.
This one's really strong. We should name this one Master Exploder.
How about Evil Eye Ale?
Ooh. Kind of like that. So we've got a couple of ales in here. I've got there's a Cholt Pale Ale, and then I got a red ale. That'll do nicely for the Evil Eye.
It's good.
I'm gonna put this in the Discord.
Do you think we should be end around here, or I don't know? I just kind of want
What do you
lunch.
Oh,
I wasn't sure if you're talking in game or not. I was like, yeah, this is probably a good spot to stop for now.
yeah.
So,
Oh,
unless there's
I do want to ask one thing.
Mhm.
Since Violet didn't get the time to bring it up, maybe we could decide on that real quick before we wrap up.
Yeah, sure.
She's going to explain that House Rasner is ready to spring for money if they get a percentage, and she's going to ask everyone for their opinion.
Of course, without a second thought, Patience is like, okay, sure.
Well, we'd have to decide how much.
Yeah, what kind of percentage are they talking?
All right. Well, that's what I'm going to try and negotiate. They're ready to spring for a whole 1,000 gold. Kev, would they know any percentage they're offering?
It's probably close to 20-25% what their initial offer is, because they know you're going to try to negotiate.
So I can bring it down to 15, maybe.
Okay.
That's still a pretty hefty chunk of change. I'm not sure I want to be paying out that much on the permanent. I'm sure
Yeah,
there's
but
no way we can convince them to have just a flat interest rate.
No, that's the thing. Because of their reputation, they want to have a legit good reputation, and they don't want to be known as loan sharks. So
they
no,
want
I
a
tried.
steady source of income.
I tried. They're not interested.
Well,
I think we do still have another couple people we could talk to about investing if you're interested in that instead.
Yeah, we don't have to take them on it.
There
I
was
think we should
still
explore other options, and if not, then we should at least try and get them down as many points as possible.
there was still the Bakers Guild might be able to help, and then I think there was I've heard the Cobblers Guild are generally pretty lush. And the basket makers are surprisingly they own a lot of property, so they might have some wealth to throw around.
Well, here's the thing. I need to answer to them by the end of the day. So let's ask them to all these things today, so we can know.
Do we want to all go together, or do we want to split it up and half of us take one and half of us talk to the other?
I think we cover more ground separately than together.
That's true.
All right. So next week, more
The
negotiations.
Bakers Guild and the Cobblers Guild.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So, any plugs at the end here?
None from me, because I'm with you guys all weekend. So
When do you have your next written in stone game?
I think it was released this week. We recording this coming week and be released the following week.
I said that we should have a new episode every Wednesday for October.
Okay.
Friday Retroverse?
Yes, and we'll be doing starting the Halloween special.
It's got Visca's family in it, maybe, so I'm excited.
Yep.
Saturday, I don't know what we're doing because it would normally be Blake's steampunk game, but Blake is unavailable, so we'll see what we're doing,
Loser.
if anything.
Oh, next week for Dragon Heist, possibility for a guest star.
Ooh.
So
Ooh,
there's that. Just have to talk.
coordinate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, buddy. I know. I'm excited for the guest star too.
Tara is excited too. Talking Halloween, I'm going to host a one-shot on the 20th that is going to be very spooky.
Ooh. Over at RPG Lab?
Yeah, at RPG Lab.
What time?
The usual one-shot time that we do the community one-shots.
Okay.
The
So 3 TC.
TC, yeah.
I got
That's 1 p.m. EST for us.
It's going to be cyberpunk themed horror story, so we'll see.
Sweet. I think that's it. Other than Sirenscape's awesome. Definitely check them out.
Yep.
I mean, if that doesn't convince you to get Sirenscape, I don't know what will.
Yeah.
Don't know what will. That's got to be it. Perfect.
Kill Jesse with that one. He's like, any other games for you, Scott? Slim's dead now, so
I might be streaming Neverwinter MMO because Sean and the rest of the gang wants to start doing stuff in that, and I'm like, you know what? I'll try it. Why not? So that'll be on this channel probably every Monday, 7 Eastern Standard. We'll see. No guarantee on that one.
Yeah.
And is there anything else? If not,
I think that's it.
it. All right.
Have
See
a good
y'all
afternoon,
next week.
everyone.
Bye, everybody.